Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to twitch.tv/dinnerwiththeboys. Twitch.tv/dinnerwiththeboys. What are we doing? What are we thinking? What are we doing? We're having dinner here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just chilling. It's kind of what we do here every single Monday. We get together. I got some freaking Taco Bell. I'm just gonna spoil it. We're not even gonna wait till the segment. I got some Taco Bell.
Wow, dude, jumping the gun, man. Like,
Hey, no, fuck it. Yo, I'm eating some
protocol.
stuffed ass chicken parmesan straight out of a fucking oval box. What's up?
This is
Let's go.
anarchy around here, dude. What's
Hey, bro. We chilling today, bro.
Fuck that order shit.
Hey, man.
Order, no.
I got you. Well, shit, what's my shit? My shit ain't here.
What you gonna get?
I got a little vegetable tempura coming.
I just stepped on a piece of spaghetti, dude.
Spaghetti.
Did it fall out of your pocket?
Yeah,
Fall out of your...
Were you on Tinder again?
maybe I should be. Dude.
Just send a girl pics. Where do you think I should put all this? And just have a picture. It's like he's falling out. I don't know why.
I don't know what. Every time I fucking stand up, all the fucking spaghetti comes out of my pockets. I don't know what to do with it. I'm getting tired of it.
BDW, you look like you smell pretty good, haha.
I got the cargo pants with 7 pockets. I still can't fit it all in there.
Y'all see that protest sign someone had where it was like, "No, don't kill the earth. You're so sexy, haha."
That's what we do. This is pretty much what we do. I don't think there's really any other explanation needed. We chilling tonight. I hope you guys chill with us, because that's pretty much the whole point of this show. We just come here and chill. We have food.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys know where the manlet is?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he said he was going to be busy. He may come on, he may not. We will see.
Yeah, I think he said he was pretty light on sleep and he was not feeling good.
Yeah, I think he might be getting cold, so it's probably big chilling. That's all right.
So am I, buddy. So, and he's over here. I don't want to come in the show. Pussy. I've had a cough that probably has been ready to kill me for the past week.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Here I am. What's up, dude?
Dude, there is that one episode. I think that was the one where we brought Zim on or something, where I was literally like suffocating. The
allergies were killing your dumb ass, dude.
My allergies were like, it was an anarchy. Like, it was time for me to go, dude. Like, they were kicking me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I still fucking, well, I mean, I had to, I think, because that was
because Dax was dying. Comcast was striking, dude.
Can't.
Okay. They had it out for me, man. What can I say?
We've had a rough fucking month, dude. Like,
yeah, it's not definitely not been the fucking. It's okay. We're chilling.
Comcast is kicking our ass, dude. Fuck. What the hell, dude? Comcast and allergies and I don't know, YouTube taking everybody's verification away.
We're about to hit
Twitch.
We're about to hit the best period of the year. Good old holidays, dude. So
I'm excited, dude.
Chilling. I love this time of year, man.
I've been going outside like every so often, and it's just like you just take a big old. That's some good shit, dude.
So you're up north, so I'm not quite there yet. I'm still like, ow, it hot. But
It'll still be hot over here.
But hopefully it'll pick. Like I'm worried it's gonna be another situation like last year, or how it's been early this year, where we'd have the general transitioning period, and it'd be like, oh, this is a nice little, spring to summer period where it doesn't feel too cold, doesn't feel too hot. It's perfect. Lasts for like 8 days, 9 minimum, and then it's just like hot now. And so I'm thinking it's just gonna be like last year, where we're gonna have some really nice fall weather for like a week, maybe a week and a half if I'm lucky, and then just gonna be like, bitch, it cold.
Bitch, it cold now.
Hey, you're cold now. Wear a jacket. Wear 2.
Wear 2 jackets, and
at
then
least it gets cold there. We get a week of fall weather, and then it just goes back to being hot.
And well, dude, a guy in my chat, one of my IRLs, he was telling me, he was like, "Yeah, I just got back from the beach. It was snowing on the way back." I was like, "Son, it's September. What do you mean?"
No, that actually
I saw
happen.
something about. I saw like an article about that, like crazy snowstorm or something.
Yeah.
Where?
West Coast, right?
Yep.
What the fuck?
It's really weird, dude. Like the past like 3 years, like the weather has been so unpredictable.
Yeah.
I just assume it's gonna snow 95 feet this year and cave us into our home.
Hey, you know what they say? Climate change. That's fake as shit. Fuck that, dude.
Not real, not real,
It's
not real. Global warming. Look at it. It's so cold out.
Yeah, it's so cold outside. How could it be
Guys,
how
it's
could it
cold
be warmer?
outside. How could it?
You're stupid, dude. Go back to kindergarten, idiot. Look at that.
Idiot.
I remember when Florida literally had winters, and now we don't. So something's obviously up.
Yeah, you used to have snow, right?
No, but it would at least get cold. But now it literally stays like 80 degrees during the winter here.
I mean, I remember when summer didn't hurt. Now it hurt.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine
Like a
like
hot
kids
hot.
going outside nowadays, because it's just like maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm
mean,
just fucking old as shit now. But
If
that's
I had to
fine.
go
Yeah,
to school,
yeah,
and
but
they're
then
like,
you-
hey,
but then
PE,
you-
go outside. I'm like, it's 100 degrees out. Fuck you.
Well, you think it's a matter of getting old, but then you look at all the information that
Yep.
we have, where it's like, oh, numbers go up.
Numbers
It's like,
definitely be going up from like 20 years ago when I was a little kid, fucking playing around in my neighbor's yard. Like I don't want to be outside today.
Yeah.
F that.
Even a couple
The-
degrees make a difference.
The thing is like even like last year we didn't get a hint of like the cold weather for I don't know up until like November, and it's usually not until November when we start getting like massive windstorms. Bro, we had a windstorm last week. It's really starting to kick up, and like shit is going faster now. It's going faster, it's going longer, and it's just everything's going fucking downhill, dude. Soon enough, like I said, I'm just gonna be in a wind snowstorm. I'll never have internet again and just freeze in my home. It's gonna be sweet. Anyways, what'd you eat, Shib? We already fucking blasted through that shit. Spagooter?
Spagooter, dude.
Yeah, I stepped on it.
What was on the spagooter that you stepped on? What made it so bad?
Sauce and meat. Red sauce.
I mean, you can't harp on it too much.
Did you at least lick it off your own feet?
Hell no. I ain't that flexible.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Alright, then shit.
I mean, you love feet so much, but you can't love your own. I mean, before you love anybody,
That's
you
how
should be
it
able to
be,
love
dude.
yourself. Shit, they say that. People,
Yeah.
people say that. People
That's
that are
all
smart.
you gotta learn with time, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude,
you're
Fair
right.
enough.
I remember this. I remember this fucking Kevin Hart. Actually, it was like it's a relatively new stand-up by Kevin Hart, and he was like thinking to himself, like, "Man, how the fuck are these girls gonna like fuck me? I gotta like work on my own shit." And he would like, he had this bit where he like put a mirror on his ceiling and like look at like what it looked like when they were fucking, and he's like, "Man, my feet are disgusting. Why? Why in the world would anybody?" I just thought of that.
Excuse me,
Shib's
ma'am. Do
feet.
you suck toes?
Do y'all know if he's doing all right? Because he was in that accident not too long ago, that car accident.
Kevin Hart?
Yeah,
I think
he fucked his back.
I don't
up real
know.
Bad.
Oh, for some reason, when you say Kevin Hart, I immediately think Cat Williams, and I just think, oh, how y'all gonna let this motherfucker do this to a celebrity?
I haven't seen. I haven't heard anything from Cat Williams in a minute.
Well, ever since that happened,
Yeah, ever since he got beat up by that 15-year-old.
Got beat up by what?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No. He got beat up by a fit win.
Yeah, he was like doing like some charity shit, I think, in the hood, and then he got into a scuff with a 15-year-old kid at the event.
I
And
mean,
then so the famous line, he stood up and he said, "How y'all gonna let this little broke and do that to a celebrity?"
do that to a fucking celebrity.
I mean, I guess when I think about Cat Williams, yeah, I guess I wouldn't expect him to do too hot in a fight. He doesn't have the voice for it. He doesn't have the voice to be intimidating. He could throw a punch like fucking Mike Tyson, but it doesn't matter with that voice coming out of him. It just
Could you imagine
granted,
Prince being
though,
good at basketball?
That's true.
No, the 15-year-old definitely fucked him up.
Kind of the catch
Yeah.
myself though, 'cause thinking about Mike Tyson talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah. Of course, well, I mean, he was out there biting people's ears off, so I guess it's kind of different. But anyway.
I mean, that was later on. Early Mike Tyson was scary.
Yeah.
How you gonna let a man in black trunks, black boots, no socks, just walk on the canvas and just go, All right, I'm ready to fight.
Shit.
Just how are you gonna let someone up here with inferior skill? They're just as good as dead.
I forget
Why
he
did he
watched a
bite
lot of
that guy?
boxing.
That's wacky to think that he just bit someone's ear off in a boxing
He was
match.
really mad.
He was really mad
Being an
because
idiot.
in the fight, you can watch the fight like play out. It's extreme. Like it is exactly how he explains. He got away with 5 headbutts. Holyfield headbutt in the match without anyone, like the ref never calling. So he got pissed off and just bit his ear. Didn't mean to rip it off. The only reason he got ripped off is because Holyfield fucking yanked off.
Yeah.
And
If someone bit my ear, I'd be like, yo!
Yeah,
Yeah,
He tried to
exactly.
get away too.
He was in it, but 100% that was the reason why he got headbutt like 4 or 5 times during the fight. And he was like, okay, I get in a scuffle, I bite his ear, and Holyfield was like, yo, and ripped that shit. Shit was bananas, bro.
Oh my God. Awful.
All right, well, fuck it. Let's break down our weeks while we hear Dax. How was it, dude?
It's been all right. Been working on some stuff around the house with my dad lately. And as far as like game stuff go, I mean, I've just been kind of playing WoW Classic for the most part. I don't know. I've just been doing that for a bit. I haven't. I don't know. I like either games that I want to play that I haven't started yet, and I'm kind of waiting on, or games that I've kind of started on, but I just can't really be fucked to play because I'm just like not into it. But I don't know. I mean, I'll finish them someday. I'm just enjoying WoW Classic right now. Trying to think of anything really.
Nothing else that happened throughout the week. We chilling.
I mean, there's been stuff. I mean, other than that, I mean, I played a little bit of a Dragon Ball Koji that came out, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
It's been
All right, well,
pretty slow week.
Hey, bet.
I was I was taking care of Allie a little bit over the weekend. She got a fucking kidney stone. That shit sucks.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
That
Damn.
sucks.
So she was like, "I'm on meds, and I don't know what I'm help." And so I was like, "You can crash here. It's fine," because you didn't want to be fucking stuck in the apartment with her weird ass roommate.
Yeah.
But,
You fucking weirdo.
he's I don't know.
He's got something.
Well, they were kind of dating for a bit, and then he needed a place to stay while he was trying to find some stuff, and she's letting him like crash in the living room. But then the dating thing didn't work out. But he's apparently a good roommate. He's just kind of weird. Like apparently they were smoking a bunch of weed a few nights ago, and he was saying something to her because she has 2 cats, and he was saying something to her about how it's like, yeah, it's kind of funny how you tend to toss your cats around a lot, and she was like, I do not, and I know she doesn't. And when she's talking about like she'll take her, and if you're trying to kind of put the cat somewhere else, you kind of live a little, not like a fucking, not the Twitch throw, right? Not the Twitch throw.
not the Alinity
not the over the head fucking Sigourney
Well,
Weaver.
here's what you did wrong.
Yeah.
You picked up the animal and you just threw it right over your head.
No, this is
That's
like
the violation there.
This is like a low to the ground gentle, just kind of like, okay, like here you go, like less than fucking a cat, like when you're holding a cat when you're standing and it jumps down. And he was high as shit, and he was like, no, like this, and he takes fucking Andrea, I don't know if any of y'all remember when I was borrowing her for a wee little bunny looking cat, takes her and like fucking tosses her a fair distance, and she kind of she lands on her butt. She was fine, but it freaked Allie the fuck out. And of course, apparently he was apologizing a bunch or whatever. I don't know. He just does weird shit.
Yeah.
But so that's been odd. So I kind of got pissed off though. I was like, if you tell me if he fucking hurts that cat again, because I swear to fucking God, I know. And he apologized. I know he didn't mean it, but I will go over. He's a dorky looking dude. I can fucking take him.
Oh, you can take him. Oh
God.
shit, dude.
Oh God, I was helping them bring some stuff because they got a futon that I was placing their bed with, and I went to help them get it in there. It's not a whole lot, but it was just this heavy like wooden board piece. It's nice. They got it from some guy on Craigslist, I think. And like I had to get out of there so fucking fast because they started talking to me about whatever, and the fucking dude saw I had a PlayStation shirt and started going on about Xbox versus PlayStation like we're back in fucking 1998, and I wanted to actually die. I wanted to. Well, speaking of die, shit. But anyway, I want like I was so fucking done with that. It was bad. Oh god. It was weird.
Fun.
It was really weird. But yeah, so I got the fuck out of there. Real piece of work, that one.
Yeah, well.
Do the Broly grab. I would love to. I would love to. Imagine doing the Broly grab and not having a corner. And just going, just the running grab and just doing it like everyone and just doing it forever and stuff. Imagine playing Skate. Just loading up Skate 1, dude.
I bought it yesterday for $15.
Hell yeah. I respect that quote, man.
I was like, yeah, I could be playing Skate right now.
You could be playing Skate right now. Which is the best Skate?
Skate 1.
Skate.
I like 1.
1 or 2. I like 2.
2. Yeah, 2's good. Like 2 is still a good game, but 3 was like when they started falling off.
3 took away half the fucking stuff you could do.
Yeah. But like 2 was like, hey, you can get off your board now because you can't do that in Skate 1.
It was still kind of neat, but it was neat. Plus, I like the menu being themed around the T-Mobile Sidekick. I find it hilarious as a time capsule sort of thing.
How do I open that? Look at the fucking T-Mobile Sidekick.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, no, it was in this one too. Was it only this one? I forget. Anyway. But, hell yeah, dude, Skate.
Skate. I'll talk about my week. Not too much. Got a lot of prepping done. We're a full-time streamer now, so we're doing that. Fun stuff. Don't want to pry on it. Y'all heard it. But yeah, got all my assets all up and done. Been playing Dragon Ball and Code Vein, which
I've been interested in Code Vein.
You got it, right?
No, I haven't bought it yet because I got the Xbox Game Pass. So I've been playing some shit on there.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I like it. It's not terrible, but this is also from somebody that has never really played a Souls game throughout. Like, I played Sekiro, I played Dark Souls 1, but like, dude, I like Code Vein has been pretty fun. I've beaten first 2 bosses so far. One of them I did extremely under level because I went there first. That was really difficult, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not too bad. I like I said, I don't remember too much from the beta and like how it differs from now. Yeah, it's not bad. Gogeta, Final Fantasy 14, and MasterChef, dude. That's been my week.
I caught a little bit of that. Y'all watching MasterChef.
Oh dude. Yeah. We've been watching a fuck ton of MasterChef.
We've been watching. So we watched all of season 5, and we're on season 9 right now. We're down to the final 5 in season 9.
You watch Top Chef?
What is Top Chef?
I think it's like the same kind of thing. They just bring it because they have Top Chef and Top Chef Masters, which is probably like what you're watching, where it's like very skilled, acclaimed chefs. I'm assuming.
No, MasterChef is like home cook.
Oh, then that's what Top Chef is, basically. Well, it's a mixture. You have everyone from like home cooks to people that have businesses to people like whatever. It's a whole range. And they do the whole. No.
Oh yeah.
That's with that Food and Wine magazine chick, and it has that ball guy I really like. I haven't watched it in a while.
MasterChef's got different seasons have different people, but season 5's got the dude with the white glasses. I don't ever remember his name.
Yeah.
Joe and Gordon Ramsay, of course. The staple.
Yeah, the two. Gordon Ramsay's always there, and then there's always like 2 other judges.
Yeah, and Joe is around on a lot of it, and the Mexican dude. I don't remember his name. Fuck. Armand?
Or something with an A.
Yeah. Really, dude, fucking MasterChef, man. That shit is so fucking funny. It's so fun to just judge and just fucking nitpick on people's food, even though, it's all over. We can look up the results, but fuck it. It's fucking hilarious. Like right now, we're fucking rooting on our boy. What's his name again?
Bowen.
Fucking Bowen, dude. The Korean Goon Squad Chinese whistleblower, dude. That guy is fucking hilarious. I don't care. But yeah, no, that's been basically my week, and I don't think it's changing. Other than that, I've been getting really fucked on Starbucks drive-throughs. That has been an actual nightmare. I think I went through because a new Starbucks shop opened up, and I've been going there like when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, oh, let's go get me a coffee, get me a old Bucks drink. Yeah, no, here's the deal about that. You go into that line, it's going to take about 45 minutes because they got a bunch of new people that have never really worked at a Starbucks. Today, though, Dax, remember when we went through Starbucks at my house? Like,
Yeah.
So another one opened up closer. It's by the Taco Bell, actually.
Oh, nice. I remember.
But remember how I said there's a really cute girl with long hair that works at the Starbucks? She wasn't working at there. She got moved to the new Starbucks, and I was like, hey. She was like, yeah, I'm here to help these guys out a little. And I was like, I fucking hope so. God damn it. So I got my drink really fast today. It was really good. Yeah, that's been my week. Been chilling. BB. How about you, dude?
RuneScape, Slayer grind. We on that shit. Let's go. Been watching some JoJo with Chef.
Oh, cool.
We're getting towards the end of part 3. I'm feeling.
How you liking it so far?
What the fuck is that?
Part 3 is like this weird season to me because it's been going on a lot longer than part 1 and part 2. And fuck. Like I don't want to like spoil too much, but basically they're just on this big fucking journey to go to fucking Egypt, and they've got these dudes with special powers fucking chasing them down. They've got stands. Everybody knows what the fuck a stand is at this point. And there's just a lot of them, I guess.
It's a bit more of a Monster of the Week kind of theme.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a Teen Titans episode almost, where there's just kind of like this dude, and it's pretty closed off from the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Or the story, and it's just kind of like, oh, dude, let's just see how this goes. And I don't have anything wrong with that per se, but a lot of them aren't all that interesting, and it also doesn't really give because they'll typically like center in on one character who has to like beat the dude, and a lot of the time it's kind of a little boring because there isn't really anything going on except for like, oh, it's Polnareff, he's the doofus, he's the funny guy of the group, he's gotta show up and fight this dude. Oh wow, he did this one witty thing, there you go, episode over. I'm like, and I'm not trying to say like that's just like the worst thing, because I love all things JoJo, like everything else about it. Fucking Boomer Joestar is like my favorite thing, because he'll just come out and just go, oh no, and that shit gets me and fucking Shesh like crazy. But it's just like little nitpicky stuff like that kind of like gets to me, especially when it goes on like over and over and over again. I'm just like, okay,
consistent with it. That's the big thing where, yeah, I mean, you just don't know if like this particular episode with this particular enemy is going to be interesting or not. And sometimes they're really cool. Sometimes it's like, okay, I don't care.
I don't care. I can't wait to, and you just kind of like sit there and you're just like, man, can we just fucking get to Egypt already so that we can just get to DL, please? Thank you.
You end up with a lot of situations where, because you can kind of tell Iraqi was sort of new to this, like, well, I mean, he was. I mean, it was a very different separation from how parts 1 and 2 were, with the way abilities were presented and the way power scaling, I guess, kind of worked.
Yeah.
Where you'll just have the situation where everyone's like, we don't know what we're going to do, and then Star Platinum just decides to admit a new thing he can do, and then it's just like, he can do that.
Oh, that was literally the last thing before they stepped into fucking Egypt. It was literally just like, oh, this thing has like teeth made of diamonds. Oh, Star Platinum just punched through the diamonds suddenly. And like, and they didn't even like bother to show like the stand user's face at all. And I was just like, dude, these animators are really fucking tired. Like they just want to get going. Or whoever wrote the story, they're just like, all right, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Let's just fucking go, dude. Let's just get to Egypt, please. Oh, fuck. But outside of that, yeah, dude, fucking JoJo is JoJo. I mean, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I fucking love it, so it's been a great time.
It's great, dude. JoJo. I'm almost done with part. Close.
Which part?
Part 4. It's pretty fucking good. I like part 4 a lot. I'm really excited to get to part 5 though. A lot of people have given me their ups on part 5 about it being like their favorite. So I'm like, all right, can't wait to check it out because I've already watched a lot of stuff from part 5 and it's all fucking cool. So I'm an excited boy.
Fuck. And then I wanted to save this for last few days. If anybody's been on Twitch at all, you probably noticed that I've been playing that one game.
You're disgusting.
Oh, the game that should not be named. Yeah.
I'm gonna name it anyway. I've been playing fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
How's that level 1 crit New Game Plus going? I saw you doing fights where you would go really far away and be like, man, I hope I can attack soon, and that was the whole stream.
that was like the first 2 fights of Olympus, like with the flame cores. I was just like, I'm out of MP.
So you fight Angelica Amber and you would block the fucking spin thing at the last second because the room is so dark and you can't see particular things.
Yeah.
So you would block like a frame, like just like because you could barely tell what the fuck is barreling at you.
Yeah. Or you would like get a reprisal off and you would go in for a combo and then she's just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna one shot you.
Or you just whip
like,
the camera gets spun around and then something else kills you. It's great.
Yeah. But like, I don't know.
Boy, that sounds magic.
Yeah. I'm hitting this point where I just kind of don't give a fuck. I don't know. I feel like, well, yeah, I feel like the more I think about it, the more like the first few months I played 3, I didn't really give it a chance.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like I was just like I would voice like the shit that I didn't like, and I was just like, and that would just be it. That would just like overtake the whole stream. And there would just be like no sense of enjoyment at all. And I don't really feel like I gave myself a chance to like enjoy like anything about the game. So it was just all negative. So now I'm like playing it more. And I see people like, I mean, like it's not like the combos themselves are like technical or anything like that. It's not like they're like super crazy, but I can see how people would enjoy them, and I've been trying them out. Like just trying to do like little, like, oh dude, I'm just gonna like swap out this finisher for this other finisher because I can do that even though it's not particularly fast. I can still do it, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. I'm just having fun with that, and I'm just like, I bet people would laugh at me a lot if I fucking played KH3 level 1 and crit. So let's just do that today. I don't know. So I just did that.
Yeah, there you go. Well, as long as you're having fun with it and you're having a good time streaming, fuck it.
Plus, I gotta get my gamer badge, dude. I gotta win my gamer badge.
You can't have an opinion on Twitter until you get your gamer badge, dude.
That's right.
What's the gamer badge, dude?
KH3 level 1 crit, dude. You gotta win. You gotta beat the game, and then you're like, all right, I got my gamer badge.
Who actually wants to do that?
I don't know. People that want to have an opinion on KH3.
All right, well, I'll go do that. I'll go do that in 4 days, and
okay, go do that, dude.
And I'm gonna voice all
the shit out of that, actually.
I did mine a while ago. I recorded it, and
I got the pirates, dude. I got the pirates, and boy, oh boy, I didn't want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 anymore. So, I mean, if I do it again, that's literally what's gonna happen again.
Well, the other thing about the streams that's been nice is that I guess now that we have like time removed from the game, I mean, people are still coming in and they're still fucking like talking about everything that's wrong with the game, but at the same time, it's not just this gigantic shit fest where it's just all negative and everybody just hates the game and they're just like, oh dude, wow, look at this fucking disappointment of a game. I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's fine, but can we just like, I don't know, chill out for just this fucking second, just like play the game? because I don't know, like there's a line between just like, yeah, I get it, the combos, they're whack, the gameplay, I know it's pretty fucking whack, and then it's just like, wow, dude, you know, you're dying to Angelic Amber. This game is gonna go from like a 7 out of 10 to a 5 out of 10 real quick, and I'm just like, you guys need to chill out. Everybody needs to chill out. So yeah.
Oh, don't worry, dude. The DLC will come out, and then we'll be back at it for another couple months. It's gonna be great.
I mean, sure, probably for like a couple months, and then people, I think, are finally just gonna like fucking shut up after a while, because, you know, everybody's like waiting for that to be like the definitive version of the game. It's like, you can't really say anything until Remind, you know, because it's not really finished.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, 100%. I'm allowed to.
So like as soon as that
I
shit
chose to put this product on the shelves.
I mean, no, I fucking agree with you. But once Remind finally comes out, I think people are just gonna be like, all right, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
When does Remind come out, by the way? December?
The winter.
Or
Yeah,
winter.
this says winter.
Oh, okay. So it could be.
Did it say? Did it
So
say December?
December 28th. Okay.
Or it was one of those.
They're shooting for a 2019 release. Winter. So it's gonna be December 28th. That's literally how it's gonna be. I mean, hey, remember when 0.2 was gonna come out in September?
I do.
And then FF15 was coming out, so like, all right.
It was
Yeah.
actually best because they had the whole presentation where it went down to went down to November and then went back up to September, and then they had to delay it to November. Then they had to delay it to November anyway. That was fucking hilarious.
Well, I'm glad that you're having a good time with that, BB. Good shit. Shib, how's the week been, dude?
I forgot you could lose in this game. This game's so sick.
Yeah, you can fucking lose, dude. I think you can do that in the air too, can't you? It's called like off in air.
You can stop it and then you can start in the air. Yeah.
This week
so sick.
been all right. I started playing Skate yesterday, so that's cool.
Hey.
I actually bought the Xbox Game Pass as well.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like they have a special going on where you can get it for 2 months for $2, and you can play all the games on PC.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. So I downloaded fucking Forza Horizon 4, and I just been playing the shit out of that. Whenever I'm bored, I just load that up and just like race around in my car and shit. And I also downloaded Metro Exodus, which isn't available on Steam yet. It's only on Epic Games and Microsoft Store. So I love the Metro series. I love 2033 and Last Light. So I was like, I'll play this shit, dude. What the hell? Pay $2 and get to play through Metro Exodus.
Have you started it yet?
Yeah, I'm only like an hour. Like I haven't even gotten to like the open world yet. Like I'm like an hour in. There's like a bunch of like heavy dialogue shit at the beginning of the game. But Charles played through it early in the week too, and he said that it was his favorite game in the series so far.
They're really good things.
Yeah. It's,
stuff I mean,
it looks
heard
great.
That was poor was the Epic Game controversy because I had it so late.
Yeah, like people already bought it on Steam when they announced it, so they're like, yeah, if you bought it on Steam, you can keep it on Steam, but we're not going to sell it after this date on Steam anymore, so some weird shit. But the game runs great on PC. I haven't had any problems with that.
That's good.
The Xbox app is kind of cool for computer. I don't know. It's like, it's got some pretty cool features, and like it has like a pretty decent library for paying $2 for 2 months. Like I don't know if I'd pay $15 a month to play these games, but like $2 to play on, like they have Gears 5 is already on there too, and you can play that fully playable on PC as well.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
Yeah. And you don't need Xbox Live Gold to play online if you're on PC. Like if you're on Xbox, then you do, but if you're on PC, you can just play online for free.
The fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games in there that I've been messing around with, and then.
Hey, shout outs to the homie Rob that works. One of my buddies that works up in Microsoft. He works on that Xbox dashboard. He says it's been working out pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually couldn't get my PS4 controller to work, so I had to buy an Xbox One controller with one of those like wireless adapters for PC, just so I could like play Forza without having to use keyboard. Because I was like, man, this would be way funner with a controller.
Yeah.
I actually need an Xbox controller anyway, so I'll just buy one with one of those wireless adapters for PC. Problem is, I forgot that Sony is leaps and bounds ahead of Microsoft in terms of technology, and this fucking controller runs on AA batteries still. and it doesn't come with like a charging thing, so you had to buy that separately. I was like, "Are you serious, dude? This thing runs on it even came with like batteries in shrink wrap in 2019." And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And you had to pay $20 to get like the cord and the rechargeable battery pack to put in the fucking controller. I was like, Jesus Christ! They can make a little dongle that I can connect my thing to PC with, but they can't make a fucking controller not have to run on batteries.
Because like
I've bought so, yeah, I've bought so many PS4 controllers that I literally forgot batteries existed because they just come with. I mean, PS4 is still nickel and diamond you. They don't give you a cable when you buy the controller.
Yeah,
it just comes with the controller. But at least it doesn't run on fucking batteries. Like I can buy a cord for $6. I have to spend an extra $20 to get fucking charging pack for the Xbox controller.
It's like, I mean, that's how the 360s work, because they had the plug and play charge things, and they had the battery packs. You can replace the battery pack with the charge pack or whatever. I didn't know they were still.
They're still doing it.
It's weird.
And other than that, I've been watching MasterChef. And something else. I've been thinking about buying Code Vein. I'm on the fence on that. And Destiny 2 launches on Steam tomorrow.
I forgot you were big. You were pretty big in the Destiny.
Yeah.
In
general. I played all the content in Destiny besides I played like all the expansions and shit. But so it's gone from Battle.net, launching on Steam tomorrow. It's also going free to play, so everything that's like in the game right now is going to be free except for like the new expansion that comes out tomorrow. It's like you can play everything in the game that's in the game right now will be free starting tomorrow, and then it's like $40 for the new expansion that comes out tomorrow if you want to play that.
I guess that's why I forget what I was buying, but I was getting a game at Best Buy. This was a few months ago, and they brought it to me because I had ordered online for a pickup. Went in, and they handed it to me, and strapped to my game was a copy of Destiny 2. I was like, "Why is this here?" It's like, "Oh, you get it for free." Apparently, if you buy like anything in the fucking store, you just get a copy of Destiny 2. And I was like, "I don't want it." The guy's looking at me like, "But it's free," and I was like, "But I don't want it." So I didn't take it. I left it there, and he was looking at me like, "Please take it."
Please take it.
It was like, we have
was it like a console version?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forget what I was getting on PS4, but like it was just strapped to the thing already. It was just like, and apparently I even checked my receipt or whatever and looked online. I totally missed it. Where if you want to buy any game, it's just like buy anything and just get Destiny 2 free. We have too many.
Going free. I wonder, is it going free on consoles too? I wonder.
I don't know. I thought they just weren't, because I knew they weren't selling fucking console copies especially, and they were just trying to get the fuck rid of them. But
probably just want to get rid of them.
Hearing that went free to play makes sense too.
They probably just want to get rid of all the physical inventory now because it's probably all just going to be digital since it's a free to play game.
Yeah.
Because Bungie split from Activision, which is why they're leaving Battle.net in the first place and going to Steam.
Bungie split from Activision?
Yeah. They their contract is nulled out. They're like, we don't want to work with you people anymore, because apparently after they split, Bungie came out and was like, a lot of the monetization shit that everyone hated and all the stuff that we had to do was Activision's fault, and they're pretty much forcing our hand on that. So they would have a season pass. It was like an expansion. So it's like, hey, buy the expansion for $35. And you're like, okay. And then they're like, okay, now you got to buy the season pass for the expansion to play all the content updates that are going to come out during the expansion for another $35. So it's pretty much $70 if you actually want to play all the stuff in the year.
That's rough.
And now they're redoing they're completely redoing the microtransaction system in the game. So they're like, hey, if you have stuff that you've bought with the in-game currency, like the microtransaction currency, then you might want to dismantle it now, because you'll get stuff like you'll be able to get microtransaction currency back. And once the Shadowkeep drops tomorrow, we're not going to be able to do that anymore, because we're going to rework how it goes entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty much telling you, like, hey, you can get refunds for your shit right now, pretty much, if you just dismantle it right now. And And then they're like they're also like doing away with the season pass quote unquote thing.
Yeah.
And they're doing more like a Fortnite style battle pass kind of looking thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's like instead of like, hey, you bought the expansion, but now if you want to play the new raid, you got to buy the season pass for the expansion. And instead, it's like you buy the expansion and you get all the content with the expansion.
Right.
So it's like you pay the $40 and you'll get all the raids and all the strikes and all the story missions that come out. But if you want to buy the season pass, quote unquote, it's like a battle pass. So it's like the more you play and level up, you can unlock like this, like cosmetic shit at this tier, like this like a weapon at this tier and shit like that. So it's like they can still monetize it, but it's not as like predatory as like, hey, you can't play the content unless you buy this. It's like, hey, if you want some extra stuff, you can buy this so that you can support us and we can like have an easier time making more stuff in the future. But
it just makes it really weird when it feels like there's so many different.
Around.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I was just saying, I'm hoping that they're like Bungie's going to turn around the way that the whole game operates, since it seems like Activision had a heavy hand in like trying to make it as predatory and expensive as possible for people to play.
Well, I mean, they've been deep in with them for so long now. I'm sure they're eager to try to, brick lanes.
Yeah, I mean, they never even wanted to make Destiny 2. They literally wanted to make Destiny 1 and just keep updating it over the years, and then Activision hit them with the, hey, you need a sequel out by next September, otherwise you're voiding or you're like nulling our contract.
Christ. I guess it's just weird when I hear about like, I mean, obviously it sounds better than what they had, but even still, like having so many different, I guess, models for how you're getting new content in different ways ends up being really confusing between, here's an expansion thing, but also here's your season pass and here's this and here's that.
Yeah.
It gets really weird.
That's why it was super, like when they first announced that they were splitting from Activision, they made everything from year one. So all the expansions and all the expansion season passes, everything was available for $35. Whereas before it was all individually $35. And there was like 3 expansions plus 3 passes for each expansion.
Oh.
And it was like $35 a piece. And then as soon as they announced that they were splitting from Activision, they're like, all right, you can just get everything in the game right now for $35.
Yeah.
Or you can wait till October and all of this stuff is going to be free. And then you can buy the new expansion for $35.
Well, damn. Good on them. I mean, that's
yeah.
Hey, Bungie did the right thing in that situation. They were just like, hey, fuck these dudes.
Yeah, like that was a problem.
See you there.
That was a problem when Destiny 2 launched. It's like people were like, oh, they didn't learn anything from Destiny 1. Like they're making all the same mistakes. Like the game runs way better and it looks great.
Yeah.
But they're still fucking up everything monetization wise still. And then they were probably sitting there like, well, there's not really much we can do about it. Activision's sitting here with the gun to our head telling us, hey, make this $35 and then charge $35 more for the raid that comes out afterwards and shit like that.
Well, that's what sucks is that Activision wasn't fucking anything up. They were doing exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, Activision is like, this is great. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I don't see the problem. Whoa. Yeah, fuck. It's so weird.
That's why so many people stop playing, because it's like if you bought the season pass, like when Destiny 2 first launched, then you literally got like almost nothing with it. It was like, you're going to get all these content updates. And everyone's like, cool. And then it's like, you got your 3 content updates. And it wasn't even like it didn't even go up to like the first expansion. It was just like shit that they released on like a bi-monthly basis after launch. It was like, here's this little event that's going to happen. Yeah, you can play this now. It's like, you didn't even, and then like the second raid that came out was like, it was this weird thing where it was like still in the same area as the first raid, just like slightly different. So everyone was like, all right, fuck you guys. It's like, what is this shit that you guys are charging us for?
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Well, I mean, I hope they recover. I mean, are they planning a lot more content for this as a platform, or are they trying to do, well, I guess they don't, if they only wanted to do 1, I'm assuming they wouldn't want to do a 3.
Yeah, but now at this point, I don't know if they're going to want to like make a 3rd one just to kind of clean the slate of Destiny 2. I don't know what their plan is really. I mean, I assume it's going to go for at least another year, because I'm pretty sure that they plan out a year's worth of content updates at the beginning of or before they start. So like Shadowkeep is going to be the start of like year 2 of Destiny 2. So I'm assuming that they're going to, or is it year 2 or 3 now? I don't even know, but I'm assuming that Shadowkeep's going to be rolling for until like next September at least, and they're just going to keep updating it.
I'm surprised they're still able to put out. I mean, I don't know a lot about how this stuff works, but I would assume like, unless they got out of it a different way, they would be stuck with that contract until all this stuff was done or out. So I'm surprised they're still.
Well, yeah, well, like I think they're done. Like I think Shadowkeep is off of Activision completely.
Oh, okay. So that was just the end of the contract.
Because they already, they already split. Like they're already off BattleNet.
Okay. So they're just continuing what they already had planned.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a Battle.net game. Like you had to play it through BattleNet.
I completely. I don't even remember that. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was only available on BattleNet.
I remember seeing the icon for it. Yeah, that's right.
And then as soon as like October 1st, tomorrow is, hey, this game's not on BattleNet anymore.
Yeah.
You need to you have to go on Bungie.net and like sync your profile if you want to carry over your saves and shit. Because they're like, Blizzard's gonna kick you out tomorrow and you're not gonna be able to get it anymore. So make sure you do it before then. Because Blizzard's like, hey, Destiny's moving to a different platform, so can't play it here anymore. And then if you go on Bungie.net, they're like, we're moving to Steam, everybody, come on, guys.
come on, link up your shit, let's go.
Blizzard won't say Steam on their launcher. It's like, yeah, they're moving to a different launcher, so not gonna be able to play it here anymore.
See, I love how you got shit like that, and then you have fucking Sakurai doing a video where he's like, yeah, go play Banjo on Xbox, it's really good, come on guys, and you're like, that's weird. But it's like, that's where it is. You just say the fucking name of it, dude.
You're not fooling me, Sakurai, though. You're not gonna make me play Banjo on Xbox. I played nuts and bolts.
Oh, he was talking about the port of the original.
Oh yeah, they're on the Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, he's talking.
And Rare Replay. What the fuck was that shit called?
Rare Replay, yeah.
Yeah, that was on Xbox One too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, you can get them on Xbox One. I don't know if they fixed all the sound issues and other stuff, but those are pretty funny.
Kicked out today. Oh yeah. I assume that it's gonna be down for a while just because they're like updating the game probably to add the new expansion. But
I'm sure the whole transferring period.
I didn't think they'd kick out a whole day early. Like this guy in chat said apparently that it's already down on BNet. Like you can't play the game right now at all. It doesn't launch till I'm pretty sure it launches on Steam at 1 Eastern tomorrow, which is normally when they do the weekly reset anyway. So I'm assuming that's why they're just waiting till then.
Okay.
I forgot this guy existed, dude.
He's fucking.
They have so many pro skaters in this game too, dude.
They
like
do a lot.
there was so much like love and care put into this fucking game, and then EA just fucking ruined everything.
Let's say, what are you gonna do?
Fucking Black Box made good ass games, dude. They made this and all the good Need for Speed games. They made fucking Most Wanted and Underground 1 and 2.
Most Wanted, fucking good.
Yeah.
Good ass game.
And they made Skate fucking 1, 2, and 3. They also made that shitty Wii Skate. So.
Yeah, I remember it was had to. They gotta put it. That was just that period where developers or publishers were like, gotta put something on the Wii. We don't fucking care.
Now.
It's like, we don't want to make you so do it. Okay. Well, all right.
I can't connect to Steam. I'm upset about that.
Get on.
Or what?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch what he did at all, so I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
You probably shouldn't pay attention. I like that. Sick.
So, shit, man. What the hell else happened? CEO Otaku happened this weekend.
CEO Otaku happened. We saw the May trailer.
We did see May in all her glory
and all that shit. Looks cool. Aceuhh low. He's got his jeans back, dude.
He's got his jeans.
He's got his pants. He's got his pants back.
He poured it in. He said, "What's good, family?" Boop, boop.
I saw a great tweet where it was just Heaven or Hell, let's rock, and then it was Aceuhh Low : and it's the picture of the guy taking his pants and ripping them off, like, the two frames. I hope he just fucking rips them off. Just has jorts.
Oh man,
time for the summer, guys! Wow, and uses his fucking weapons to rip them off. Yeah, so he's looking cool. So we have Soul Kai or Soul Key, May, Aceuhh, and Big Dude.
We still haven't seen
Waxel, dude.
Yeah,
Waxel's coming back. May looks really good, by the way. Yeah. Like I love her. I love May's design. It's good.
It's cute.
Got her little spandex shorts and her fucking stupid poncho jacket.
Yeah.
Looking like a dumbass pirate with a fucking 50-ton anchor. Yeehaw, baby.
She doesn't look like a pirate anymore. She just looks like a girl with an anchor who just got out of bed. Dude.
when Aceuhh first walked out.
Oh,
I was like, yo, Venom.
Yeah, I saw the portal and I was either Venom or Testament. One of them. It was Aceuhh. Okay.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
But yeah, no, it looks great. I watched it. It was really funny. I watched the crowd reaction video of it, and everyone started because no one knew most of the lyrics, but like right when the song kicks in, everyone's singing it. It's really funny.
Oh, absolutely, dude. The lyrics are it now, dude.
Oh, my computer fell asleep.
They came out with the lyric thing.
Oh yeah, they had like the little karaoke thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. What does the game smell of the game? What does the game smell like, dude? I want to know.
The Rock probably knows, dude.
PewDiePie knows, dude.
I bet it does. Yeah, CEO Otaku. So that was a cool man. That's been growing a lot.
Yeah.
It's always a fun watch.
Gogeta came out.
Gogeta came out
on Tuesday.
Bro, Dragon Ball wasn't even on the main channel for top 8 for CEO Otaku.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
It's just how it be. I mean, they don't make any crazy drastic changes to that game. It's hey.
Is it actually dwindling in popularity?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it's been relatively stable, I guess. The only problem is that there just isn't enough there aren't enough things happening and changing for people to get excited about. If there was a better understanding of when the content was going to come out and just like a more regular set schedule, and we didn't have to deal with like just getting a
if I knew when the next trailer was coming out, I'd feel better right now.
Yeah, like if people had more than anticipated, that's fine. That's why like CrossTag's doing really well right now, because they've been very steady with talking about content in big chunks, especially now that they've looked at it, gone, okay, they did this before where they were like, okay, we're gonna start releasing characters like a little bit at a time, and people were like, no, and this is already when they were pissed off about like the price and everything, so they were like, okay, let's just dump everybody. We're not gonna wait, we're just gonna dump everybody. And then for the big 2.0 update, they're like, yeah, it's gonna be a big paid update, $20, but you get all the characters at once, you get all the balancing at once, you get all the new shit, you get like everything. It's just a big fucking update, and we're just gonna reveal stuff for it as time goes on, and then you get ready. Like that's the better way to do it, to me.
Much better.
And it's like if you want to do the trickle,
sour taste in their mouths for the game in general.
So they had the recovery.
That like the DLC shit, it was almost as like Street Fighter Cross Tekken back in the day.
It wasn't nearly as bad as that, but it was still kind of rough in terms of the pricing. But
yeah,
like
especially for reused assets.
Yeah. And I don't mind having, I didn't even really mind before when we were having like, what was it, every month we would get a couple characters. Yeah. Now it's like every month and a half, maybe we'll get some info on one, and it's just really weird, and they've been very inconsistent with it. Yep. There's just not a clear idea of how the time frame and the release schedule and it's not clear. It's really annoying, and it also doesn't help that Dragon Ball itself is just a very kind of straightforward, homogenized kind of game, like we've been saying since it came out.
Yep.
And that's fine, but if you don't have a lot kind of happening and changing, then or at least just information about it that's steady and understandable and clear, and then it's like people are just gonna get frustrated. So
yeah. All right. Well, yeah, Dragon Ball. Just the way they've been talking about it is just not. It's like they're very sporadic. You go for months with silence with nothing out of them. Then something gets leaked. Everyone's like, yo, what the fuck? And then they act like nothing got leaked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, at least like Ono came up at Evo and was like, yeah, someone ruined everything for me. Sorry, guys. Dragon Ball's like, you guys want a new character?
You guys ready for Janemba?
Whoa. I was ready 3 months ago when that random dude on the Xbox stream announced it by accident. It was in his fucking whatever it's called, the prompt, teleprompter.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone put it in the damn teleprompter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even in that time, we did at least get a character. We got Gogeta. Boy, what an interesting fucking character. That is literally the most interesting character they've released ever. Am I wrong? Where's the lie?
It's a very similar effect to in terms of people, so many people going, man, this guy can do like can fit whatever I need him to.
Yeah,
it's very it's kind of like how Vegeta was in a way, but then a lot of people were kind of sleeping on him early on because I think if his normals weren't as weird, people would play him more. But then like very similar to how GT was.
Yeah. And then everyone started realizing, wait, this GT guy is pretty good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's also tiny.
Yeah.
Gogeta's fun. I think one of the things I appreciate the most, and one of the reasons I have the most fun with him, is just the level of polish and attention to detail. And a lot of his stuff is so much higher than a lot of the characters.
Oh yeah,
no,
absolutely.
Sure.
It's one of those things. That's why Vegito was also like a very popular character when he came out, is because everything he did, you can pick a point in the anime or the in the anime when he showed up, what he did, where he did it. Like, it's so sick. And it's one of those characters where they polished down every single individual frame from the show, and from like the two things that we've seen Gogeta. Gogeta's only been he was in one episode of Dragon Ball GT. He was in a 2-minute cameo in in the original movies, and he had probably a 4-minute cameo in the most recent movie. It's really hard to get a move list and a bunch of shit out of that, but they gave it to us, and it was sick.
It's really cool, and like I love that all of his supers could look like level 3s, and they kind of do.
Oh, dude!
Compared to other characters, like
dude, his air level 1 is so sick, dude.
Yeah. Like you look at Vegito, level 3, you know, final Kamehameha, go to hell, you know, shoots a big beam. Yeah. And then Gogeta is just like he does a stage show. Like he does all sorts. Yeah, he has the level 5 or whatever. But the fact
when you go like the small little attention to detail when you do the level 3, do that shit, they blow up, and then it pans back normally, and then he shakes his head, and he's like, "All right, bitch."
But he
does the level 5, and then he shakes off the key off his hand, like fuck.
But even just having the details, like the way, like mimicking the art style and the way the movie was done, like with the where they have the kind of oval eyes and the really stretched proportions and things like that, and it just makes it like it's so beneficial to the game itself, because it's like man, I wish everything was animated like that, but I also wish Dragon Ball was animated like how it was in the more recent movie.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that they can get is through the movies and through the the movies are the best animated that you'll find most of the
that's true, but I think especially for Super Broly, I think the attention to a more traditional, like not having every single black line on a character outline or not be fucking bold and strong as shit, and everyone looks shiny. Like everyone looks like a porcelain doll in Super.
Yeah.
Going back to a more traditional style, bolder saturated colors, as well as having the uniqueness with like the exaggerated faces and the eyes and the expression and everything, and it's just like being able to mimic that so well. It's like, man, fuck, I wish it all looked like this. And it still looks great, but it's just that's a compliment towards how well the art direction was done in Super Broly.
Extremely expressive,
which makes me really excited to see what they do with Super Broly in Fighters.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff they could do with that.
If he has that attention to detail and that kind of exaggeration and just so much flair to it, while also
they can't. Here's the thing though, they can't make him bad. You make him bad, people are gonna be pissed. Like, I'm not talking bad as a character. I'm talking like supers and stuff like that. He just has Broly's old level.
No. He'll have it. They got it separated enough.
Of course.
Shit. But I'm just curious. Would they have? Will it be Super Saiyan Broly with the no pupils, just like the one we have, or are they going to do like
what I think it's going to be
base or in between?
What I think it's either going to be the in between where he just had the pupils like the yellow pupils, or it will be when he goes Super Saiyan, the first with the armor still on. I don't think we're gonna get shirtless, angry Broly. I don't think we're gonna. That might be his level 5 if he gets.
If they want to give one more character an install, just one more, because they only have Frieza.
Yeah,
fucking, I would do a if he bulks up, like he gets taller and gains armor and gets other shit like in a mode, I would do that.
Yeah,
I would absolutely do that. You can make it a level 3 if you want. I don't care. Like I think seeing him power up and lose the pupils and get all fucking bulked up and crazy and look.
Oh, dude!
like
imagine they just
ape.
played out the whole scene where the scene in that movie where he comes out of like the glowing green.
Yeah.
Dude,
they could make it really cool. Like that would be neat.
Yeah,
but I'm excited to have 2 Broly's on a team. That's gonna be the funniest shit.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. Yeah. For me, I got rid of Super Saiyan Goku. I've been playing Gogeta. That guy's cool. He fits the team pretty perfectly. He finally have a character where I'm starting to feel comfortable with him as well as I've played him. Like the thing was about GT Goku, I never felt comfortable at all. Like, and I played him quite a bit. I was just at some point I was just like, this isn't fun. Like this guy doesn't have it. Where Gogeta, it's like, yeah, I'm a Gallic gun your ass, super like Kamehameha your ass, super dash, do this sick shit overhead. Like it's fucking, and it's all flowing together. It's all pretty fucking.
Yeah. His combo structure is like really straightforward a lot with how the beams cancel each other. Like it's very very easy to see.
I love his 5H
structure and just be like, okay, like you can. It's really lenient.
I love his 5H. His 5H is an homage to his Super Saiyan 4 version against Omega Shenron, where he elbows him, does a spinning back kick into the building. Yeah, it's super. It's so sick, dude.
I haven't seen I haven't seen one of those comparison videos where they compare.
I definitely got to show you because it's pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty sick. Because I totally forgot about it being in GT.
Yeah, and his command throw being full screen. It's fucking sick.
That shit's wild.
The fact you can combo into it is also sick. Like, it's really sick. Cool. I fuck with character a lot. I love his all of his supers, dude. Big Bang Kamehameha, which is from GT, by the way. His fucking Stardust fucking explosion or whatever the fuck after the level 1. The 2 beams.
Yeah.
Throws that bitch. Is fucking sick. His dramatic ending. I don't know if you've seen that yet either.
It's pretty great.
Really fucking good. Like Janemba just gets turned into just dust. That shit is sick. And they got it frame by frame. It's all perfect.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect. They
Magnifico.
I love how all they have to do is just tweak a couple little things in the face and really scrunch it up a bit to go from like the typical art style that at least it's more in the show, to like just a little bit that scrunchiness, a little bit more angular, and like when he's really cried, especially when Janemba like punches him in the face and he's holding that expression, and it's just like you're right back in the fucking 90s.
Oh, dude,
like, back.
I chilled up.
It's so subtle,
quick.
But it's like it's like fuck. How do y'all do that?
When I watched that shit, I chilled up so quick, dude. I was just like,
it's good.
Whoa. Yeah. And I also was mentioning this. God, why is ArcSys the only people good at making anime in video games?
Because they spend a lot of time understanding Unreal, creating a technique that's been around but never utilized in this way, and then just making more and more games out of it and perfecting it. And no one else is doing it.
So damn good.
And meanwhile, looking at screenshots for My Hero 1's Justice 2, and it looks just as fucking shitty as the other one.
I forgot that's the second one.
Yeah.
I think Dean actually had to like stream that as like I'm not sure if it was like an incentive or something, but
he played the first one.
Yeah, and then he went to fucking play something else. I think he just like played KH2 or something. Maybe even not that. Just like
he probably loaded up Dragon Ball after, and he was just like,
yeah, it was Dragon Ball. And he was just like, oh my god, this is so fucking weird, dude. Going from like a game like this where you have like all this control to fucking, or going from like that other game to this game, just like nope, this is too fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh man,
laughing.
What also?
Yeah, I'd never seen that game, and then I watched his stream, and I was like, this looks like trash.
I mean, I've played way worse games like that, but it's still not like.
There's there's too many broken shit, too much broken shit in that game.
I don't even care about that shit. I just care about it just doesn't look nice. The most egregious part, the most fucking like that's actually disgusting, and shows like they didn't give a fuck, is they have in there, because they have that fucking story mode where they recreate scenes and whatnot, and they have the final big fucking punch against for those who've seen the show or whatever, the big punch against All for One, the big enemy, and big bad for the main arc. And of course in the manga and of course the show, I mean, it's a big, it's a big hyped up show and moment or whatever, but it's a big fucking spectacle. It's the fucking punch that does it. And you like if you pull it up and watch it in from the fucking game, it's like you would think that someone reskinned Jump Force. And made the cell and like made cell shading work and make it look better, but it's the exact, like, it's that bad.
Oh no.
It's actually, like, I was actually offended by it, and I'm not a huge fan of the show, but I enjoyed it quite a bit when I was watching it, and it hadn't been that long since I finished that part. I was like, wow, are you fucking kidding me? It's fucking horrendous. And it's like, how do you like not give a shit? Like, how do you just not fucking care? And then you look at fucking Dragon Ball, which is especially difficult because they're dealing with Toei and Shueisha, who are very, very controlling over that property, and they're able to still put enough time and care into it to really make everything look as fucking incredible as it does. Like, it's fucking weird. Also,
I want to also give a shout out to the people that work on sound at Dragon Ball. Bro, every single time they do something with a unique sound, especially from the stuff from Movie 12 with Janemba and Gogeta. There's a lot of new sounds with like Janemba's teleport. That fucking like that shit. Yeah. Shit sounds so good. The sound of the Stardust fucking forming that sound. They got it all just on the fucking money. You can literally, what you can do at home, take the fucking sound of the movie and just watch the clip and just play it side by side. It plays perfectly together. Oh, bro. Magnifico. Oh my god. It busts my nuts, my dude. It's fantastic.
It's really, really good.
Gogeta, as a character, I'm giving him that solid A slot. He's definitely not chilling with Adult Gohan or GT Goku or Bardock. I don't think so. But man, he's got shit. He's not Janemba, where Janemba don't got shit. Gogeta got shit. He actually got some schmixes, if you feel like. His assist is good. You can schmix with his assist.
It's very, very good.
It's really fucking good. Where I can call the assist, jump over, IED back. His normals are weird. The fact that your normals are all negative.
They're all negative, but he has one of the only safe specials in the game.
Yeah.
That -5 keeps him at a relatively good distance. You can backdash.
Which
out
one?
of it. You can hit the Rekka. The flip that ends in a true overhead. Yeah, that's -5. It's safe.
You can't 2H it.
No.
Really?
No, it's also he has really long block strings. He can rebuild an entire assist during most of his block strings, so he can go for a lot of the corner pressure shit. Like, it reminds me of Piccolo and stuff like that a lot.
He's really solid.
He's very solid and just has a lot of very direct, safe shit. I think he's gonna be a fantastic anchor character.
Oh
because he's so
Gogeta and Wawa already got videos up of them playing him.
He's so reliable.
Insane shit, dude.
He's so reliable on those kind of conversions to do so much on his own with a lot of bar. I feel like he's gonna. I think you can go good anywhere.
Bro, you get a 5S into that command grab and spark, they're dead. I mean, 5H into that command throw and spark, they're dead. Like, that shit does so much fucking damage, and the way he converts is really easy with his jump M. Like, he can pick up basically anything. So it's really good.
Really cool.
The only thing that kind of fucks with me, he doesn't have a way to bring a character down without using. He doesn't have. He doesn't have like a downward angle fucking heavy. His heavy is fucking straight across, or the smash fucking dive, which the dive kick's actually pretty fucking good. It's actually solid.
Yeah.
You can fucking vanish off of it. It's safe, and it's a safe conversion too, which fucking nut. Like, because you can just vanish and make anything safe.
Yeah.
With him.
What's nice is that you can also do air combos where you go into the quarter circle forward beam and that automatically goes into the dive kick, so you can get you can do it from a distance. You just have a lot of different ways to convert. It's just fucking cool. And best part is that he has the better, more saturated, deeper blue colored hair, like in the movie, instead of this weird, like baby blue, sky blue hair that all the other blues got.
So the way they contrast that is when you have the aura. This is how they depicted from the show. If the aura is on, they've got a deep, darker blue.
Yeah.
If the aura is off, it's more of a light blue. But they've played it well. The way Gogeta was originally based off in the new movie, his hair is a lot darker.
Yeah.
Than those two. So I mean, hey,
this is always that strong.
Magnifico, beautiful, me likey. And
what fucks? Well, go ahead.
Split his face in half. Vegeta, the side with no bang. Goku, the side with the bang. It's 100% canonical. You're
Dax
fucking
ain't gonna
awesome.
agree with you on this one.
I know you're an idiot. He's an idiot.
I get it.
So-
I get what you're saying, but
It's not. I get it. It's you look at it and go, yeah, you're right, Asa. I was wrong. You idiot.
when you're talking about all the facial details, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
it's just the bang.
No, it's not because of the bang. You
Oh
fucking.
my god,
You're so stupid.
I'm not having this
Anyways.
conversation with you.
Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude.
But no, what I was gonna say I hate is now there's the like, and I know I'm gonna run into this a lot, and I can't stand it already. Is that Gogeta has a color that's Vegeto's color, and when you put both of those motherfuckers on the screen, I can't tell who's who in the moment. So I'm like, which special is he gonna do, the grab thing or is he gonna do the other thing? I don't know who's I don't know which fusion I'm fighting right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like y'all really had to just give him a mimic color.
I don't think you're gonna connect to EA Nation game. I think you're gonna have to give up on that one.
Oh, EA Nation, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Man.
Reminder: you can't play Gran Turismo 6. Can't connect online with that game anymore. Haha.
Really?
You literally is no longer possible to play that fucking game without doing some backwaters bullshit.
Hey, you want to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken on PC? All right, load up that Games for Windows Live. Oh wait,
Oh god.
they
I
transferred.
miss
that-
it.
They
I
transferred that
am
shit
not
over.
gonna. I will not lie to you guys. I miss Game for Windows Live.
How
shit
long
wasn't
did it go
that
out?
shit was
How
actually
recently
kinda-
did that go out down?
It's been out for a long time.
Oh,
3 years.
you can still play Street Fighter Cross Tekken online somehow, right?
On PC probably, but
Because I think I remember playing like Pain or Ace in it or some shit.
It
Like
only-
Probably
last
my
year.
pain.
I don't know if they converted anything since then, but I know for a while, like Street Fighter 4, they ported over to Steam and had that normal stuff. That was a bit of a mess for a while.
Yeah, because we
but
can
no,
still play
Cross-
Lost Planet 2 online as well.
Yeah,
And that was
but-
games for Windows Live.
Yeah, but Cross I don't believe did. But they probably have they probably use like Parsec or something now. But even before that, they probably had some other solution. That community is pretty dedicated. But
It reminds me, I gotta set up Parsec play with Michael Goldfish and River City Girls.
oh, that's gonna be cool.
And it's gonna be fun as fuck. Y'all better be there, dude, to watch me and Michael Goldfish get mad at each other.
Oh yeah, dude.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, unless
I-
I'm working. If I'm working,
I know.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I understand. Just host us, dude, when you're done
Are
working.
you gonna stream to Plexstorm and play Lewd City Girls?
No.
Someone made a porn parody game of that game already.
I'm not as mad about it because the sprites aren't directly ripped. They are new ones. So I was like, okay.
Oh, they actually do
yeah, no,
sprites.
okay, fine. Because for a bit I was like, that looks ripped, and then you just add sex animations, and I was actually kind of pissed. But they're
Oh.
not. It's just really difficult because they mimic the style so specifically, and in the way the sprites are based, especially without the outlines and everything.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Like, it still makes it really weird because of how close it is. It's where I still don't really like. I don't know. If I'd worked on that game, I wouldn't be very happy about it. But that's just the nature of it. Like, you gotta hold that L. But
That's how Sakurai feels every time he sees Mario and Luigi kissing, dude.
yeah.
Please don't do that.
Please don't.
Yeah. So all I could say, BB, once you're done working, dude, just host us. We're good. We're chilling.
I got you.
But yeah.
How are you gonna get
Gogeta?
Michael Goldfish to crawl out of his cave? That's the real question.
I mean, I don't know. Literally, if I add him, he answers.
Oh, VIP, dude.
Hey, that's my brother from another mother somehow.
Is he still on that Fortnite, dude? Still on that Fortnite grind?
No, he's not playing I don't even know what Michael Goldfish is doing lately.
He's not gaming.
That's the thing. He
Oh.
hasn't been playing fucking Fortnite. So I don't know.
Dude, you gotta get him back on the Yuzu grind to get ready for Uniclear, dude.
We gotta get
On
him
your
on the
night.
show. We gotta get Michael Goldfish back on the show because he was a dark episode guest.
Was he? No.
Was it that early?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
No way.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It wasn't that early.
Yeah, it was.
Are you sure?
I think he's right, actually.
He was a dark episode guest.
I think he's right.
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, I'm looking. I think I would know, but I don't.
I don't know. No. Wait, you guys might know. You guys might actually look at the archive. Am I wrong?
I don't think he was that early.
Look at the YouTube.
Unless I
I wish we had more subscribers.
I'm not seeing it in here.
I wish we had more subscribers on YouTube.
Episode 14.
That wasn't a dark episode, was it?
No, episode 14 is on here. Did I not label it? Must have not.
No, you did.
No, I mean I didn't label it with having Goldfish on as a guest.
Yeah, no, you did not.
No, you didn't. But there he is.
Yeah, no, he was. He was episode 14.
14.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. We can bring him back.
Yeah,
we can bring him back.
So we're fragging
Returning
out.
guests.
Fragging out.
Absolutely. Yeah, River City Girls. I'm excited to play that shit. We're also gonna play Gears 5 together.
What the fuck?
Me and
you, gaming.
I'm telling you, dude. If I got
Xbox Game Pass, $2, dude, play Gears 5.
If I gotta do something, ooh, good plan, dude. Oh shit.
Now you can you ain't gotta buy the whole game. You play it for $2.
Shit. Oh,
I gotta play multiplayer too, dude.
I gotta text Michael Goldfish. Because anytime I gotta do co-op stuff, I gotta get Michael Goldfish. That's just how it be. Like, I'm not gonna get him for Code Vein. I'm just gonna play with Shib if he gets the game. But anything else, it's just like 2-person. Me and Michael Goldfish gotta go in. It was after KH3. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was ordering. Well, I remember it being after TDQ. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. All right, boys. So what else? What the hell else happened this week? I don't. Like I said, we got to get somebody to just start writing down cliff notes for the week.
I mean, a lot of times,
Sean Layton left PlayStation today, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the article just came out. He's the guy that he was at like all the E3s. He's the guy he's like the main spokesperson for Sony. He was his official job was what? He was the Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide Studios chairman.
Oh, okay.
I know good old Randy Pitchford is back on his bullshit yet again.
He's getting sued again.
Getting sued and fucking golly. It's just like every other
What
day.
happened with the child porn? How did he not get canceled for having child porn? I'm literally puzzled every time someone's like, "I bought Borderlands 3," and I'm like, "Why is when he came on stage and presented the trailer, I was like, didn't he have child porn on a USB? Why are they letting him on stage?" And then no one ever talked about it again. I was like, "Did I dream that? Did I literally like, did that happen?"
I don't know. I kept up with a lot of it. All I know is that
the Mandela effect?
All I know is that apparently information came out from was it Troy Baker or whoever that voiced Claptrap? Who did it? Was it who fucking voiced Claptrap?
It was definitely not Troy Baker.
Or, I don't know. One of those
was
one of the popular voice people.
It wasn't child porn. It was a clip of some cam girl squirting. It says it was barely legal porn. Oh. Okay. Well, it's still weird, but not illegal. You're free to go, Mr. Pitchford. Or is he? Because now he's getting sued.
Yeah, it's the fuck was he voiced by?
Who do I want to be sponsored by?
Let me see who was voiced by. Oh, David Edding. Why did I say? I don't know where I read. I don't know why I said Troy Baker. I was thinking voice acting.
I don't know.
It's probably because I was thinking of Last of Us earlier. But yeah, so he, original voice of Claptrap, which we knew from a while ago. He was not brought back for the role because there were a bunch of disagreements and other shit, and they were just like, fuck you, we're not gonna. They didn't want to give him what he asked for in terms of payment, all this stuff, and he was owed a bunch of shit from the previous games and all this other stuff. So Randy was like, fuck you, go fuck yourself. And Troy Baker was the Reezer Rise. That's what I'm thinking of because he didn't come back, which I think was also an issue. I don't know, but anyway, the guy apparently is a big problem was that the he wanted to something to do with unionizing. He wanted to what was it? Well, fuck, no, I can't remember. Basically, Randy said, "Fuck you. We're not doing it that way so that way we can get away with not giving you as much money as we were supposed to before, and just do it again because fuck you." There's a lot of that kind of stuff, and yeah, so got dropped from that. I don't know, man. It's just this guy's a fucking shithead, and this game's selling like fucking hotcakes. I'm really annoyed about it.
Is it selling well?
Every motherfucker I know is buying it and playing it, and they're having a great time because
I'm not fucking buying.
But all those guys I know who are doing it don't pay attention to this kind of stuff, which is fair. But like they're just like, oh, new Borderlands, I play, and they all try to get me on it. I'm like, no. I mean, I don't like the fucking series whatsoever, but
yeah, I heard that it was like way too much of the same in this one.
It's like apparently I've seen a bunch of the writing and stuff, and I've heard a lot of things about the rest of it where it's just like this. They wrote this shit like 3 years ago, if not longer.
The leaves and shit are all outdated as fuck, aren't they?
Every fucking line has to be a quip. Every fucking line has to have something zany with it. Someone did a write-up which was really clever, where it's like they have an example where it's just someone saying, "Hey, thanks for getting me this. It'll be useful for that. Now I need you to go and do this. Try not to die, blah, 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 blah." And they make it this giant paragraph where it's just the most lol XD random kind of shit, and you read it and it sounds word for word like something you would hear in the fucking game, where it's just everything is fucking supposed to be a joke or a quip or an exaggeration, and it's so fucking tiring, dude. Cannot stand it.
No thanks. I've never liked Borderlands.
Yeah.
Never been my cup of tea. I like the speed runs when they go really fast and they start running real quick. That's cool.
And they have like unlimited ammo or something.
I also double checked my shit. I got it mixed up. No, it was Troy Baker talking about Rise. It's so yeah, because there was the Claptrap issue before, and now there's this one. So he's not coming back because of the union stuff. The Claptrap guy didn't come back because he asked for a proper payment. Randy said, "Go fuck yourself." Troy Baker said,
"Sounds like something he'd do."
Troy Baker, fucking said they wouldn't go union, and told him to go eat shit. He said, "I can't do a non-union."
You can fuck off.
He said, "I can't do a non-union gig," and without getting too deep into the weeds of all that, we had a long conversation about this. Already knew going into it that it was going to be a thing. They're going to take these characters and put them from Tales of the Borderlands series, from Telltale into Borderlands proper. I've been waiting for this call. They were like, "Do you want to do this?" And I said yes. They never, because they would never move from that position. I'm not mad. It's invariably a completely different character, but it still sings. That's unfortunate. They just wouldn't budge on it. And of course, Randy's like just out there just being a petty bitch about it and that kind of stuff, and that's a lot of it too.
You're gonna hold that.
It's weird. It's fucking weird to have like all.
Isn't that what he does?
What?
Doesn't he do like petty as fuck about everything?
Yeah. Well, it's like you hear about this shit again, like it's every other week, and yet like yet they'll have stuff like that fucking big presentation event for revealing Borderlands 3 or whatever. He comes down in that stupid fucking jacket, and everyone's just in the audience, paid off. No one
paid actors.
It was one of those situations where
Bethesda crowd, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, and you're looking at it like, none of you all care about look, dude. Look who's on the stage, man. Come on. Like, have some dignity. Walk out.
Still fucking stupid. I don't know. No. Fuck Borderlands.
Yeah, guy's a cunt.
Well, Secret Labs, please sponsor us. Thanks.
Shout out to Secret Labs.
Don't they have like a bunch of like references to streamers in Borderlands 3 too? But like they didn't ask any of the streamers if they could like use their catchphrases or anything. Like I don't know what to call them.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's way too much fucking dialogue to sift through. Only see examples.
Fuck.
I just can't do it.
And here's the problem with Skate 1, trying to get upstairs.
You just can't walk, dude.
Please go up the stairs. Oh no.
Trying real hard.
Well, there you go. So if that's it, shit, we can move on to questions.
Well, I was gonna ask y'all real quick. Y'all got any?
Oh,
since I mean
hit me up.
we're almost hitting Halloween, dude. You got like who's decorating? Who's getting spoopy?
We don't do that in my house.
Oh,
you know what we do?
You're a bitch.
You know what we do? I'll tell you exactly what we've been doing since I turned 13. We turn off all the lights in the main area.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure none of the outside lights turn on, and hang out in the basement, watch TV.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
When I was a kid, we used to do like a lot of Halloween stuff. Like I don't mind giving candy to kids. It's usually fuck it. I don't care. I really don't care that much. I got no kid. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I might dress up on stream if they donate enough money. Other than that, no, not really.
I hadn't given out candy in years and years and years, and I decided to just last year, last couple times, because Allie would want to. We were still together, so, and it was kind of fun for a bit, and then you would just get all these fucking teenagers who are just like wearing a Jason mask and that's nothing else, and they just come up, start grabbing like 5 handfuls at a time, like fuck off. They all smell like weed.
That's why you don't let them. You don't grab. You hand the candy, dude.
We would just go to rich neighborhoods. I would just go in my full hockey setup and just get some fake blood and squirt that shit all over my mask. Like, give me candy, and then I'd go to rich neighborhoods and they'd give me full bars of shit.
Oh yeah,
that was a plan. I had one year. So a dentist actually gave me a toothbrush, like no memes, and I was like, oh, all right. And I ended up actually just throwing it in his yard. So.
You fucking nerd.
Dude, there's so many videos.
Dentists are fucking nerds, dude.
I don't know who's
fucking far on. See you later, dude.
I don't know who's retweeting a bunch of these on my fucking Twitter. Wasn't paying attention. I just saw a bunch of them this morning. A bunch of clips. Oh my god, Rupert. Where it's like all these clips of these fucking people, like moms with these little fucking kids, and they'll come up, and it's one of those. It would be one of those setups where they have the bowl out there, and you can just grab a little bit and go. And they'll have like security cameras and stuff looking, and these people, especially at the moms and stuff, they'll come up and just take the whole bowl and take their bag and be like, all right, honey, just don't pump it all in there and fucking leave.
Really?
And there were a couple I saw where it was like teenagers doing it, but mostly it would be like a mom with a couple of kids, and she would just take all the shit and fucking go.
What the fuck?
It's fucked up. What the hell?
I only have one real like memory. I remember I dressed up as Goku when I was like fucking 7 or something.
Yeah.
Me and my folks.
Did it have like a scuffed ass foam like hair piece?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I remember going around with me and my folks and my sister, and we just go trick or treating. That's the last Halloween I remember, besides like going out when I was like, I think I went out the last year of middle school and the freshman year of high school treating after playing Halo.
You're cutting out a bit. What was that?
Oh, after my first after my last year of middle school and the freshman year of high school, I didn't go trick or treating. Fuck it, I'm playing Halo.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any of that shit. Fuck it. But yeah, no, it's just been fucking big chilling. Holidays. With the holidays, we're much more of a Thanksgiving, Christmas kind of family.
Yeah.
Even though it's been really difficult, because what it would be before, my dad and mom, since they were both military, they wouldn't get until the week before Christmas off, so they wouldn't want to decorate or anything like that, right? Now, the more recently, where my parents have much more lenient jobs, well, I mean, up until 2 years ago when my dad started working as a mailman, before that, we had one Christmas where we decorated like a lot, but other than that, like my dad's just never home, and me and my mom are just like, I don't feel like getting the Christmas shit. I don't even think we had a tree left. We had a little small tree on like a desk that was supposed to be decorative, and because I didn't know where the tree was up in the attic, we just didn't have a tree. Because my dad's been working long. What's up?
You wanna know what's my biggest fucking weakness?
What?
Fucking horror movies, dude.
Oh really?
I get real fucking scared, dude. I get scared real easy.
I thought you meant weaknesses in like I love them, but no, I didn't.
No. Like it's not like a No, I am fucking terrified. Like
I hope Chesh loves them and forces you to fucking
She
watch.
does. She loves horror movies.
Yeah, no, totally.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
She's like,
you get
oh
the
dude, this
kernel-
is fucking great. And like, I'm super squeamish, and she sees like all the blood and guts, and she's just like, yay, this is great. I'm just like, no.
She's gonna
You
wake
gotta
up.
curl up into a ball and just.
She's
Like
gonna
for
wake-
I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know what the fucking deal is, cause like you'll get like fucking people like Kitty and chat. They're just like, dude, horror are so boring. It's just like so lame. I'm just like, no, dude. Like even like bad horror movies probably will get me. Like it's so lame, dude. I fucking hate it. But like,
You would have loved,
God.
dude. You would have loved it last year when we watched all of the fucking Jason movies and the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas
Yeah,
movies.
yeah. Like
When I put Nightmare on Elm
back in the
Street.
day, I was like terrified of horror movies, but then like I watched horror movies, I was like, these are so fucking stupid and lame most of the time. Like
Most
like
of the
now
time,
it's
dude,
like
oh.
I watch a horror movie and I'm just laughing at it most of the time, but like every once in a
That's all
while
I
there's like
can
an
do.
actual like scary movie that's like, okay, this is fucking weird or just unsettling or actually scary. Like I like, what the fuck was that Hereditary? I was like, okay, this is like, this is like, I'm kind of scared, but I'm really uncomfortable.
Really
Like
uncomfortable, yeah. No, I
Yeah.
told me about when he saw that. And he
I will
he
never
described that feeling.
watch that shit again. I will never ever watch that shit. Shit made me like really squeamish.
That's how
Like
my
especially
dad,
at the end of the movie.
that's how my
Yeah.
dad described it to me after he saw it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, man.
For me, when it comes to horror films and shit like that, I don't really like. It's really hard for me to take them serious because every movie, someone does something really stupid that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot?
No, I mean, I'll do the same thing too, where like some kid will just randomly just like they're like literally in a pack, and then like one dude will just kind of like, he'll hear something and he'll just like wander off, and I'm just like, you fucking idiot. But then like the setup will kick in where it's like another 30 seconds of like spooky shit, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, it's scaring me, dude. I gotta get out of here, man. I can't stay here.
The shit that fucks with me is like, I cannot remember what movie it was. It was a little bit more recent. It wasn't as recent as you would think, but it was a little bit more recent where something was happening and they were trapped in this fucking house. They couldn't leave. They were getting fucking killed and like, tortured and shit like that. They get out, they leave the house, but someone's left behind. And you know what that person does? I gotta go back. And I'm like, why? Call the cops. Do anything.
That could be somebody else's problem. If I get out of a haunted house, I ain't going back into
Was
it.
that the Evil Dead remake?
No, it wasn't
I feel
that.
like that happened. Because only the chick was left at the end. She becomes the new, she's the.
I feel like it was like,
Oh, I love the racing in this game.
I don't remember.
Did you guys have any of you guys watched Get Out?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, I was like watching clips of that on YouTube, and that shit like. Ooh.
I heard it was one of the
Just-
best movies. Oh,
Yeah,
all
no,
time.
it's pretty good.
I heard it was super
Apparently.
good. I know his new one, Us, I heard mixed stuff about. I wasn't going to see it. I kind of read some of the synopsis, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't have enjoyed that. That's kind of dumb.
Mm.
And like the way they
Yeah.
go about explaining a lot of this shit.
I don't know. I've never been. I like, even as a kid, horror films never freaked me out. Like when I was a kid, it was just more or less like, man, that's scary. I don't really want to watch this, right?
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I was just like, what are you doing? Stop! You're an
No,
idiot.
I get spooked, dude. I get spooked so hard it fucking blows. Which
I
I mean,
should-
it might be great for
yeah.
the stream because like I could play like some genuine horror games, and I'm just like I can't, dude.
Dude, I'm telling
just
you,
wanna-
one of the.
I just want to watch you play Slender, man. The
No,
Flash game.
Not even that. I want to watch you play. I want you to do what I did a decade ago now, a little over a decade ago now. One of my very first streams, one of the best streams I ever did, was that 12-hour run of Silent Hill 2, start to finish.
Start to finish.
And I was a fucking wreck, but man, that was one of the most memorable times I've had. And-
Hey, you
and
don't
it
like
was
scary
great. And
games either, though, do you?
I'm
Dad?
no, and I'm not good with it now. Like playing RE2 recently, like the remake and stuff helped. I like
Yeah.
there's now they're like, of course, that's a lot more. I have enough control of my character in the situation, and especially the camera and things like that, to where shit's scary, and it's very, but in a much more like, there's a lot of like just high tension kind of thing in terms of just like having them move and doing a lot of stuff, especially in terms of like when you get really into combat or if you're trying to run from Mr. X and things like that, compared to Silent Hill 2, which is just it's I'm just anxious. I'm so anxious the whole fucking time. Granted, like, I loved the game. I absolutely loved it, but I will never play it again. And
I did have one game that scared me
for two reasons. Number one, spoopy.
Yeah.
Number two, and this is actually a suck because I started playing Silent Hill 3 sometime after, and the problem was that I became so much more accustomed to the issues that Silent Hill 2 had, which were all prevalent in 3, in terms of lots of weird, not so clear puzzle solving, a lot of kind of running around just checking every fucking door to see what's locked and what's not, a lot of tedium. To where if you didn't, get reasonably lucky and kind of figure something out relatively quickly, or just get certain items and certain things in the right order, there'd be a situation where I would go into a room or a hallway the first time and there's these like mutant dog things, and I'm like, fucking, I'm like, I have limited controls and everything, and I'm freaking the fuck out. But by the by the time I'm going through that hallway for the 19th time, going back and forth, checking different rooms, now it's not scary anymore. Now it's a fucking nuisance. And I didn't really have that kind of flow with Silent Hill 2. Granted, at the time, just for the sake of the stream and speeding things up, there were like 3 or 4 times where there'd be a really unclear puzzle that I had to solve, and people in the chat, which we were advertising on 4chan at the time, and this is kind of still a new thing, like the concept of being able to stream a game live. It was still really, really new. And the concept, I think, for people watching a guy get scared in real time was really, really new, which is weird to think about.
Amnesia,
that's how my stream started. I streamed Amnesia, and my friend posted me on fucking 4chan, and a bunch of people just came and watched me play Amnesia.
We had over 200 people watching for the entire thing after the first hour, because people were like, "Holy shit, dude, this is great." And I didn't have a camera or anything. That we could barely get a mic and the game audio to come through at the same time because we were using fucking Flash Media encoder. It was not a fun time. You fucking kids have it lucky nowadays. You go, you make a Twitch account, press a fucking button, and you're good. Like fucking A.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
It was streaming was hard, but we were using a lot of technology and a lot of software and other means that were not made for what we were trying to do. But anyway.
I just never played a lot of horror games as a kid. The only game that freaked me out. And I've told it before. My dad played the game Parasite Eve.
Oh yeah.
And the opera singer or whatever the fuck in the red dress just came out. And ever since then, I was like, Silent Hill who? Silent Hill who? I ain't playing that. The fuck? Like, I was not playing that shit.
Oh, we all remember the piano.
Yeah, I used to only play horror games on stream. That's like all I streamed back in the day, was just a bunch of horror games.
I don't. What are some good fucking horror games? Like RE2, I guess might be pretty good.
Silent Hill 2
remake, RE2 remake, RE1 remake.
Play Silent Hill 2.
I don't know how does Amnesia 1 hold up? Is that still scary? Because that was like.
I mean, it is.
That shit
it
came
is
out.
To me.
That was like.
It is to me, but that shit's for first person, and not just. I can't play. I will never play RE7.
Oh, you don't like first person?
Can't do it. I'm sorry.
I think games like that where you cannot defend yourself are way scarier than shit like Resident Evil.
And that is because you have to hide and fucking.
Because you have to hide or run. There's no fighting. You're like, I'm gonna kill this thing. It's like, no, this thing's gonna kill you. You need to run. Alien Isolation. I heard that game's pretty.
Alien Isolation.
I heard that game's pretty spooky.
When you went to the text document and changed that 0, 2, and 1 so the AI works.
No, that was Colonial Marines. That was Colonial
was that Colonial Marines?
Marines? That's the Gearbox game.
Oh, that's well.
Yeah, Colonial Marines was made by Gearbox.
No, okay, yeah, but I heard Isolation was pretty solid. Yeah, no, I mean as far as good ones, I mean I haven't played too many, but RE2 remake, RE1 remake, Silent Hill. Silent Hill 1. I've watched full playthroughs of it. I never played it myself, but it still holds up really well. It's still pretty fucking spooky for a PS1 game. Still really good.
Fear 1. Okay, Fear 1, like I played it and it had spoopy moments, but it definitely was not what I would consider a horror game.
Yeah, it has an atmosphere of that, but that's not what's really driving the game, at least in my opinion. If that was what they were going for, then they didn't do a great job, but I was enjoying a lot more things about the game than the horror. It's like Fear 1 is like RE4 to me, where it's just like the action is the focus and they have horror themes, but it's not so like I wasn't really scared playing. Now, okay, well, RE4 when I first played it when I was a kid, when it was new on GameCube, when I was walking around the woods, like the very beginning of the game, I didn't know what to expect. So I'm going like tiptoe and just like, and then after I did the village part, I was like, okay, I kind of see where this is. And it was still like, I mean, it was still, I love the fucking game to death, but you know, it's not like that. But shit like
Nightmare House 2, if you can get it working. Oh, you know,
Nightmare House 2.
It's a fucking mod. It's a mod of like Half-Life or some shit like that. And it's I actually remember watching a playthrough of that, and it was pretty fucking wild. I'm not really sure if it would hold up nowadays, but yeah.
Did y'all ever play that old PC Goosebumps game, the one at the amusement park?
No.
I played that fucking thing a lot when I was a kid, like little kid, 90s, like mid 90s. I think actually they like remade it and put it on the Wii or something a few years ago. It was weird. Dead Space is a good one, actually. That's a really that's a pretty solid balance between like spoopy fucking like really good atmosphere to where I'm like, this is intense, like having the intensity but also just really making you anxious. And then like the action and like the flow and stuff of some like, oh, not like RE4, but the same kind of idea. Like I only played the first game, but I really liked it. And
Dead Space 2 is great. I used to play the shit out of that game.
But like the game just feels so
oh yeah, you can play PT on PC now too. I forgot about that.
But you can.
Yeah, someone remade it in Unreal.
Remade it, called it QT. Plays the scary shit with Q drawings. That's good. I would like that. I always had that was always the thing with my sister we would talk about, where she always wanted to play. She loved watching her boyfriend at the time, Charles. This is when the game came out, like 2000. When the game came out, 2004.
What, PT or what?
No, Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
I think it was 2003 or 2004, something like that. When she
4.
was dating Charles, she would watch him play all the time, and she always like, man, the game looks so fucking fun, but unless they have a mod where like all the zombies are cats and they like pounce on you, and they cuddle you to death basically. Like unless they do that, I can't play it. And I'm like, man, I'd play that shit. I want to play that. I want Leon to just like, you get like the game over and he's just like fucking, he's like, I can't get a mod, they're so cute. It's fucking great. It'd be great.
I used to go to Halloween Horror Nights every year too at Universal, but I haven't been there in years. Like that shit gets so crowded now. We used to be able to bypass all the lines by lying about medical conditions, but they don't let you do that anymore.
Dang it!
This is fucking great.
They would like give you a thing, like if the line was like an hour, then they would like just like give you like, you had a little medical pass, and they would like write like, hey, all right, just come back in an hour, and then you get right into the house. You don't have to wait in line. So like we could just go do whatever for an hour and then come back, and then we just get straight into the house instead of having to just sit in the line for an hour.
Just imagine you just walking to the front of the line. They're like, whoa, guy, you got to go back in the line. It's like, excuse me, sir, I have AIDS. And it's like, oh shit, sorry.
Well, it's like, you go to the front of the park and you got to tell them like, hey, can I get a medical pass? And they're like, oh, what's wrong with you? And like all that shit. And then so like someone would say like, oh, I have diabetes, so I can't wait in line. Or someone would say, one time my friend was like, I'm claustrophobic, and she's like, and you want to go in the haunted houses? He's like, yeah. And she's like, all right. She gave him the pass.
Oh man.
And then I had like a medical tag for my hemophilia, so I would just like show them that and be like, yeah, I can't be standing in long lines because I have joint pain. So they're like, all right, here you go.
Is the I feel like there was a trend for a while, like a few years ago, where every other week there was a new fucking like RPG Maker horror game coming out that was like blowing up. Like remember when like Aoni and all that stuff. Is that
they just make porn games in that now.
They just make porn games in that now. Great.
Like I don't know.
Coming out all of a sudden, a lot of Japanese ones.
Halloween Horror Nights used to be super sick, but it's like, in my opinion, and some people probably like it, I think it's oversaturated by Hollywood now. So like their original houses that they do are really low effort and boring because they put all of the effort into, here's the Walking Dead house, here's the Stranger Things house, here's the whatever big horror movie house, like they did a Get Out house this year or whatever, or an Us house or something. It's like all of it is put into that, and then like their original houses, because they still do like eight houses a year, I think, maybe 7 or 8, 9 houses. So it's like the bunch of like the big ones are the horror movie ones, and that's what brings all the people, and then the other ones are just like, yeah, who cares, slap some shit together and throw it in there. Like, because remember like when Halloween Horror Nights started, they would make their own mascot every year. It It was like it was Jack the Clown back in the day, and then they had like
cool.
Aceuhh, which was like a stalker, like creepy like guy, and then they had like the storyteller who would like all her houses were just like fairy tales but warped like into dark shit. So like every house that year was just based off a fairy tale that was like really super dark and like creepy, and then she had her own house, and like the main character would always be in the parade and shit. And then they would do like they had the caretaker who was like this weird like gravekeeper guy, and like his houses would just like as soon as you walk in, it would just smell like dirt. Like you could just smell dirt throughout the entire house because like like you knew he was there, but you didn't know when he was coming. And so like they would have their own mascots, and then like for like Sweet 16 or like 20, like Halloween Horror Nights has turned 21, they would like bring all the mascots back and like they would all get their own house, and then that would just be all the houses.
Yeah, like I like that kind of shit because it makes it really it's unique for one-time visits, and it makes it really rewarding for people that can go back year after year.
Yeah,
get that sort of.
And then Jack would just show up random years. Like Jack the Clown was the original; he was probably the most popular. And then certain years they'd just be like, "Here, Psychoscarapy Asylum is going to be one of our houses," even though Jack's not the main attraction. And then like Psychoscarapy Home for the Holidays was an attraction one year, whereas like a Christmas house each house had like a backstory. It was like, Jack and all of the asylum patients were being transported in these cars, and then they like they killed the drivers and broke out into this neighborhood. And so now you're in like this Christmas themed neighborhood because it's about to be Christmas time. So like all the houses that you see in the side that are like decorated with like snow and shit, and then it's like cool. All these fucking like clowns are just fucking everywhere, like jumping out at you.
That's pretty.
It's like shit like that was super cool. And then like, but then they did one, and it was like the Silver Screams. And it was just like you would walk through classic horror movie scenes. So it was like they had like Wolfman and like the creature from the Black Lagoon and like Dracula and shit like that. And then that was really popular, even though that wasn't the main attraction. And then that's when they probably were like, oh, we should just incorporate actual like movies into this, we're Universal Studios. And so then they did one year, it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Michael Myers. They each had a house there. And that was the most fucking crowded it had ever, like that year. I was like, holy shit, every house is 3 hours to wait in.
Oh god.
And like you go on because I would get the pass since I live in Orlando. So it's like I can go all month except on weekends. Which was fine with me because if you went on weekends, every house was like a 4-hour wait. So like it just got unbearable to the point where like they started, hey, we got a Walking Dead house, and then next year, hey, we have another Walking Dead house. It's like Walking Dead's been there for like the past 6 years in a row, and it's like they just keep incorporating more and more Hollywood shit in movies now, and they don't give a fuck about like creating original IPs or characters or any of that. So it's got like, I don't know, I just don't enjoy it anymore. I haven't gone in like a couple years.
Yeah, the only one I'm kind of familiar with a little bit is I've never been able to go, but I've been to the park a fuckload of times, and actually in chat Matt mentioned it. It's Halloween's at Cedar Point up in St. Louis, Ohio. And they always do kind of original thing as far as I know. I mean, the only real mascot or media they kind of have in the Cedar Fair branding is Snoopy and Peanuts and all that. But no, they always do an original thing. They'll have like you'll go to the back of the park and they have this big like giant like church looking build or like crazy building, and they have this like I remember seeing the thing where they had the witch at the top or whatever, and she's giving this big like speech or whatever, and she's like, I'm basically just saying like, it's Halloween, I'm gonna fuck y'all up. And she like releases everyone, and all the people spill out of the building. And there's like dudes with chainsaws and people. They actually would have people in the trees that would come down on ropes. And fuck, I don't know if they still do that. They were very, very elaborate about a lot of it, and it's all original shit.
Really like cool. Shit like that is sick, dude. Like, so how Halloween Horror Nights does it is like they have the haunted houses, which is like you have to go to the haunted house and wait in line to get into, and it's like a walkthrough depends how long, like how crowded it is. Like I remember one year, but there was one called the Trenches, and it was like a World War II trench that you had to walk through with like these weird demons that would jump out at you. And the park was so empty that they were separating it by group. So it's like you didn't, because normally you're just walking through in a big line. Like in the house, you're still in line. And it's like, if someone jumps out and scares the person 10 people ahead of you, then you're like, okay, I know there's a guy there now. Right. So like it kind of removes the scare for you. But like the park was so empty that they're actually like, hey, how many people in your group? 5? Okay. wait 2 minutes so that these people can get further ahead of you in the house, and then you 5 can go, so that you get a whole fresh experience. Like nobody ruins it or spoils it for you.
Yeah.
And that was the scariest shit I ever. Like that was the most scared I ever got at Halloween Horror Nights. So like they had the houses, and then they have scare zones, which are set up around the park. Because it's not like everywhere you walk, there's just people jumping out at you. But scare zones are just areas of the park that are like, hey, there's people here that are. We have a theme for each scare zone, and there's people here who are going to jump out and scare you if you're walking through this section of the park. And most of the rides are still open as well.
Yeah.
And then they have the Bill and Ted show, which they actually don't do anymore. But every year they would have the Bill and Ted show at the back of the park, which is like just a giant pop culture spoof, like everything that was popular that year, like songs and artists and movies and like all that shit would just be like, they would just do like a big parody of it, and like Bill and Ted were always like the main characters who would like travel in on their phone booth, and then they would be like, oh, we gotta like stop Dr. Evil, like when back when Austin Powers was popular, like from taking over the world or like some shit, and then like random like singers and reality TV show people and like actors like shit will just like show up, and they would like always ends with like a huge song score, and like all the characters from the show come out and like do this big dance at the end, and there's like pyrotechnics and shit. And it was like, I was like, I love this shit. Why are they canceling it? Like they stopped doing it like 2 years ago. They're like, all right, we're not doing this anymore.
I have to look at that on YouTube. I never heard of that. It's actually sick.
Yeah, there's some pretty funny ones. Like most of the time, it's like really crude humor, like fart and dick jokes and shit like that. But like,
That's cool.
Yeah, there's some pretty good ones throughout the year.
Give me that shit.
So then I've been to that, and then I've been to Hollow Scream at Busch Gardens. And like,
I didn't know Busch Gardens had one.
Yeah, Busch Gardens does one, and it's like, obviously Universal Studios, like all the shit looks awesome. Like it's very high budget. Like it's Universal fucking Studios. Like so Hollow Scream, it's like I got there and I was like, okay, this is clearly very less budget. Yeah. Like the budget was much smaller here, but the houses were still sick, and it wasn't overly crowded. And the houses are probably 2 to 3 times as long as the Halloween Horror Nights houses. Like they were like experiences. Like you're walking through them bitches for like 10 or 15 minutes. It was like, and I was like, that's pretty cool actually. Like, so like, yeah, there's and then like their scare zones were kind of shitty. And they still had a pretty good show too. That was like in vein of Bill and Ted, but obviously they didn't have the rights to like Bill and Ted. So it was just like some random scientist guy, but he would still like get up there and like rag on pop culture. And then they did like a dance and shit at the end. So I was like, that was all right.
Cool.
But yeah, so there's some good low budget ones. And then, but my favorite thing that I used to go to every Halloween was called Petrified Forest. And it was just like this, like it was near this church out in near these woods out in northern Orlando, I guess you call it. And they would just set up this thing called the Petrified Forest, where you could go like any night of the month, and they would just have like a trail in the woods that you'd walk through, and they would have like different sections. Like they like built a house here you walk through, or they built like this laser light show part with like all these weird people. It's like they would just change it every year, where it's like you walk through a haunted trail pretty much. But then they would do this thing called Total Eclipse Night, which is the only night that we would go every year, where they turn off all the lights on the trail and they separate you by group. So like normally it's like a big line like the Haunted Houses, but this one you have to wait because they make you go in as your own group, which has to be less than 10 people. And they give you a glow stick and you sign a waiver saying like, I'm allowed to be touched by these actors. And they come and they try to grab your glow stick, and if you lose it, then it's done. You lost your glow stick and you had to go through the rest of the trail with no light at all because they shut all the lights off and you can't see shit. And you're just walking in the woods in the dark while people are just like jumping out and scaring the shit out of you.
I would love to see Aceuhh do that, because you know the moment someone touches him on the shoulder, that man is getting fucking backhanded. Like just
it was so
fucking
fun,
Bozo
dude.
the Clown is gonna be on the fucking ground done. They'd be like, well shit, now I guess how are we gonna explain this? I guess we can leave him and he didn't get the glow stick.
Yeah, we went one year, we gave it to our friend, and I was like, don't give him the glow stick, he's gonna lose it. And then he's like, I'll be fine, dude. And literally first room, glow stick's gone instantly. I was like, we're literally fucked now, dude. Like I literally can't even see where we're supposed to go.
Fuck.
Like it's so creepy just walking in the pitch black in the woods, and there's just people like jumping out of like a bed. Like there's like a rundown school bus at one point, and you're just like, I was like, something's happening with this bus, dude, but I don't know what. And like all of a sudden, like all these kids just jump out of the windows of the bus, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like where did they come from? Why is there so many of them, dude? Like, holy shit.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that shit was good. That shit was fun. I miss doing that shit.
If y'all give me a moment, I'm gonna. If y'all want to transition over to questions, soon we can do. I just gotta run to the bathroom real quick.
That's fine.
Drop a deuce. I'm gonna do that.
DB, patch us in. Fucking beef us in, dude. Give us the rundown. Where can they find us?
Man, where can't you find us? Honestly, we're freaking everywhere, dude. We're
everywhere, dude.
God, I mean, we're right here on twitch.tv/dinnerwiththeboys. You can check out our past broadcasts. We do the show every single Monday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. If you're across the pond, and I don't know time conversion, you can figure it out. All right, it's your responsibility. If you want to check out our Discord, you can check out. You can type !Discord if you're in the chat right now, and you can get a free invite. You don't have to be a subscriber. You can join. If you're on YouTube, just go to the twitch.tv/dinnerwiththeboys. Type in !Discord in chat. You'll get an invite. You'll go to the Discord. You're gonna find out that it's popping. It's the place to be. If you want to talk to us about pretty much anything, you can probably find us on the Discord.
We got a really good not for safe for work channel. I'm not. Is that our pitch point? I don't know. Maybe.
No, it is. At this point, like, it's just like, hey, every single time we bring up the Discord, hey, you guys want dudes with lewds? You want elves with dilfs? I don't know, dude. You got it right over here. we got everything.
We got it all.
Just we have what are our 2 rules? No lollies, no. Is that it? Is that the only rule?
No lollies, no furries.
No lollies, no furries. Those are our 2 rules. All right. If you can abide by that, then hey, you can have a good time.
Shodas are included with lollies.
Oh yeah, no. Don't you ever fucking put a Shoda in my Not for Work channel. I swear to God. Let's see what else. There's the YouTube. We're working on getting our own unique link. We need some subscribers, so subscribe to our YouTube, please. I mean, it's free. It's like, what are you wasting by subscribing to us?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
So just subscribe to our YouTube. Check out, search Dinner with the Boys. You'll find our archive of almost every single episode that we've recorded, that we've done. Mm-hmm. And if you want to ask us a question, which we're about to transition to right now, go to Twitter, ask your question to, and you can just be like just about anything to any one of us on the cast. Ask your question and put in the tweet hashtag DWTB side order. That's hashtag DWTB side order. If you're in the chat, you can ask us right now, and you can throw out a question, and we'll fucking answer it, dude. That's us in a nutshell.
Episode 33. I don't know about that one. None of us are here. You gotta ask.
Kitty. Can I do this?
If that ever gets uploaded, I want the thumbnail to be.
I don't permit.
Giant Gedrith.
Big Gedrith, dude. I got. Waiting for the live reenactment. I don't know about all that. Oh shit. All right. Well, you guys got your orders in. You guys can keep on doing it while we're answering questions. Like we said, like BB said, we're answering questions live on the show. So, if you guys have anything, DWTB side order hashtag. We're big chilling. We're gonna start it off with. Did this get? I don't know if this. I don't know if these got it asked or we just missed them. Did we answer favorite talk show or podcast?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Okay. So from Delta Memory, it asks, "What is your favorite talk show or podcast?" That's right. We had side order. We did a drive-through.
Yeah, we didn't do last week because we had.
Yeah, you're right. That's okay, but that means we can get these ones that we did not get. Favorite talk show or podcast besides twitch.tv/dinner with the boys.
Besides DWTB, mine is the Joe Rogan experience. That's always a fun one for me. I don't know. I get a kick out of it. There's always really good guests, and Joe Rogan's a fucking weirdo. So it's.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people like that podcast. I never watched it.
It's the super popular one, and it's like, I think it borders on political commentary, but it's like political commentary, but it's like for the normal person. It's just like what a normal person would fucking ask about politics. And I mean, what is it? Joe Rogan's pretty left, but he's also pretty open to like ideas from
conversation.
Like, the right, yeah, he's like
leaning. I thought he was like right wing.
Yeah, no, that's what everybody thinks. Like everybody thinks that he's a right winger, but he's actually pretty fucking left. He lives in fucking California, and he's like just about on board for literally everything. But everybody thinks that he's fucking on the right because he brings on these guests that are like right wing people, and it's not that he's a right wing person. He just
wants to have a conversation. Yeah. And it's not. And the nice thing about Joe's podcast, he's very, very informed. He's very informed. He knows.
It's really funny. He's informed, but he's also, the way that he talks makes it seem like he's the biggest fucking idiot on the face of the planet.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he's really likable in that way. It's awesome.
If he doesn't know something, he'll tell you. He'll be like, "Yeah, I don't know the."
It's like I'm too stupid for this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fucking retarded.
My
that was the best podcast, dude.
Oh,
when you brought Alex Jones on, dude.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Oh my god.
My favorite podcast is the official podcast, the one that Critical does. You guys might all. What's up, everybody? It's Critical.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's Critical.
His podcast, the official podcast with his buddies, fucking, what are their names?
I don't remember who's on the official podcast with him.
Why are all of his names fucking leaving my mind right now? Well, he's on there with it. Basically, our podcast, right? They've been doing it for a little while. It's basically our podcast where they shoot the shit about stuff, except they're just more popular. They're great.
Damn.
I'm guessing the question is favorite podcast.
Yeah, favorite podcast talk show. But yeah, it's the official podcast, I guess.
Probably mine would be the Sleepy Cabin or Sleepy Cast with Stamper and Chris O'Neill and all them. It's pretty great. But typically, if I need something in the background, I'll throw on. Well, we used to be super best friends, now Castle Super Beast, which is a lot better. Not having fucking, I can't even think of his name. Not having the really annoying one.
Yeah.
So having it just Pat and Willie is nice. I enjoy them a lot. Like Pat will say stupid shit half the time, but you know it's like it's just what you expect. But yeah, no, I'll have that on like in the background on like Mondays or Tuesdays whenever it comes on. But I don't know. Thinking about that now, I don't really listen to a lot of casts anymore.
Yeah, I don't listen to too many podcasts anymore. The one that Settled does with what's his face? Pretty fucking good.
With Jimmy and
Jimmy and
Framed.
and Framed. Yeah, exactly.
The fucking RuneScape, the RuneScape podcast, where everybody's like clicking and getting gains while listening to fucking the boys talk about RuneScape and RuneFest.
Exactly. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But other than that, no, just the official podcast, that one. What about you, Shib?
Mostly just esports podcasts. So, Listen Loco and Face Check are probably my two main ones that I watch for League of Legends shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll watch Hotline League. I don't really enjoy it that much, but you know, if I have nothing else to watch, I'll put it on. And I also watch Dude Soup from Funhouse a lot as well.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. I don't know. All the Funhouse guys are great.
Yeah. I don't think I really watch too many other podcasts besides like those three mainly.
Well, I know the one podcast that good old Jake Vidya in the chat is watching. Thanks to that tier 1 subscription. As he says, my favorite podcast, and this is all cast by the way, favorite podcast to send a sub to is twitch.tv/dinnerwiththeboys, soon to be sponsored by Secret Labs, hopefully. It'd be great. But thank you.
I used to watch a lot of
these
Overwatch
resubs.
shit too, but Overwatch esports has just bored the fuck out of me for the past year that I can't watch it. Like I can't even watch content about Overwatch League esports anymore without falling asleep.
If I'm like being 100% honest, the moment that Overwatch League came out, it was kind of like the moment that I was like out the door, and I just didn't give a fuck about Overwatch anymore.
That was about when I stepped out. That was about when a lot of us kind of stepped out.
What?
Yeah.
How did I burial? I'm too good.
You're fucking up.
Yeah, like and they're expanding even more, and they're doing more home games for all the teams next year, and it's like viewership is still down on average. So I honestly don't know what Blizzard's doing at this point. They gotta have something planned, hopefully, because otherwise they're digging quite a hole for themselves. But that's a topic for another time. Yeah, podcast pretty much just like League of Legends ones, and then the Dude Soup. I don't really watch like any just like. I used to watch a couple movie podcasts, but I haven't watched those in a long time either.
All right. Well, thank you, Delta. Soul Anima Network had one. So we're going through the ones that they sent in last week, but they didn't participate in the drive.
Okay.
Soul Anima Network. Every time you walk into a room, song accompanies you. What is that song? Now, I want to make this one fun. What do you guys think we would associate, like, put the song for everybody, like, for each other? So, what would be the song for a song?
That's way too much fucking work, dude. I'm not gonna, like, figure out a song for you.
You just gotta be thinking,
Shib.
dude.
No.
Us as a collective could pick one for each person.
Yeah.
Shib's would be Caramel Dancing.
What the fuck is that?
The fucking man.
Oh, you'll know.
That fucking you'll know. You'll know.
Okay.
Yeah, Shib's Caramel Dancing.
That's shit.
BB.
I hate this video.
BB's is the Blitzball theme. The Blitzball playing theme.
The Blitzball theme?
Yeah,
Are you
serious? Yeah. Blitzball theme. It's sick. If you're not happy with that, go fuck yourself. Aceuhh is. Hold on.
All right, I'm listening to it now, and
Aceuhh's-
it's pretty dope. Okay.
Aceuhh's
No.
is Iron Tager's theme from Blaze Blue. Not version
Iron
2, 1.
Tiger theme, Blaze Blue.
And Vash's whatever song exists that's about jungle fever and about like bone and Asians, that's his. Whatever one, I don't know. I'm sure there's like 50 million songs like that. Find the best one and that's his. There you go. There you go.
There's
there
that
you go.
one Childish Gambino song.
Which one?
He talks about Asian girls in UCLA.
Perfect. There you go. There you go.
Perfect, on the money.
Oh, there he is.
I don't see. That's the thing. I can't even. I'll have you know.
Right now. Okay.
Right now.
Whatever, dude.
What's Dax's song when he's walking in, dude?
Shit.
God, I could
dude.
probably figure this out.
See, yeah, BB
I
probably.
need to figure. I need some.
Because I
time.
can't even think of a song for myself. When I listen to that theme song, the Iron Tiger theme song, I just think of the Trigun intro for some reason.
I can see that with the bass.
Yeah. Dude.
Dax's City Escape.
All right, chat.
I was gonna say probably like a fucking Sonic song or some shit.
All I can think of for an intro song for like anyone, I just like want to see someone walks in and you just fucking hear the Careless Whisper sax kick in, dude.
Well, that's Zim, but he's already been on. If we had that question, then that would have been his. No, mine would be Open Your Heart. It'd be SA1. Because I just kick the door and you just hear the fucking down, you know, it'd be sick.
It's difficult for me because I can't even think of a song for myself. I want the chat to come up with fucking.
I figure you just pick something with a good ass like trap beat on it or some shit. Nah.
You just have to think of something. Convention. It's a theme song, my man. You wouldn't want to be listening at some point that song's gonna get old, all right?
Not the good ones.
Not the good ones. You got to find the good one.
Has the Scride theme ever gotten old? No. Exactly.
But you also don't listen to the Scride theme every day.
You say that.
I know you don't.
And what the fuck you think my alarm is?
Scride theme.
Yeah.
It's freaking you? Jesus Christ.
Santeria by Sublime.
Jesus Christ.
The wake and bake, dude.
Yeah, this guy VashTSB no longer wants to be on the cast, dude. Playing Hollow Knight, not even talking shit. Whatever, dude. We get it.
It's because he couldn't think of a theme song. He knew this question was coming.
Yeah, he fucking did. Coward.
It's raining, man.
P3 Mass Destruction. I gotta listen to that.
Oh, you're gonna like it.
Great shit, dude. Lotus Juice, man. Fucking kill.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is me.
Yeah.
Excellent. Not bad. All right. Right on to this one. Thank you, Soul Anime Network, for the question. Miley Mouse asks, more of a question to Dan, but everyone can answer if they wish. Have you considered covering Sage, Sonic Amateur Games Expo? It's a yearly showcase of both Sonic and non-Sonic related fan games and projected such as game engines, etc. The site is here. Some of the most successful games had their start in Sage. Freedom Planet, Spark of the Electric Jester, for example. I think it might be fun to stream stuff like this, since some definitely have that familiar Sonic jank. No, I have not. Dax might be.
I've never really, I guess, thought about. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I never really thought about, like talking about or covering in any sort of way. I'm just sort of used to doing it. But like, I've been following Sage. When did they start? Late 90s, like that. I was from the get-go because I was just. When we had the internet really early on, we were all on our fucking like GeoCities, whatever the fan sites and all that garbage. I remember that stuff starting out really, really early on there, and like good old Taxman Christian Whitehead, he was always he was on that shit, and guy led a lot of stuff for Sonic Mania recently. A lot of those people, and I remember seeing so many projects that never got off the ground, but a lot of really cool stuff. And for a while, yeah, it was just Sonic fan games, like just that. And a lot of people started branching out a lot. Nowadays, like one of my favorite games from the recent Sage, actually, because he had a new demo out, is the guys working on the indie game Pizza Tower, which is a Wario Land inspired.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've seen some.
And it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. New demo is very, very good. I would highly recommend you play it. If you search Pizza Tower game on Twitter, I'm sure you can find it. So like you don't have to be Sonic themed, obviously, but that is a big thing. I was hoping to see more of, I think it's called Sonic Infinity, which is it's a new, and like it's all original sprite work and everything. It looks fantastic, and it's based on the environments and the world of Mobius and the style of the Sonic OVA from the mid-90s, which is like the best artistically and thematically, aesthetically, whatever you want to call it. It's like the best representation of that character that's ever been done. And it looks really great. Like he's been working on that, but it's just him as far as I know. There's always been really cool stuff that comes out of it. But yeah, I never really thought about, I don't know, like getting into it or like covering it or streaming. I don't know why I never really thought about that. Come to think of it. But I was kind of thinking about that recently, because there was so much good stuff this year. And it's always really cool when it comes about to look into. So I'd highly recommend anyone checks it out. A lot of people just go online and just post videos. I've had a lot of people ask me if it's like, they ask me where it's held, and I'm like, it's not that kind of expo. It's not that. It's never been. It's an online. It's just an online thing. But I want to say a lot of them have. It's like a separate event, but there is like some sort of meetup thing they do where they do like Sonic themed game jams and all that kind of stuff. I forget, but it's a really cool community, people. So
what's up, dude?
Interested in that?
Tired of playing skate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I highly recommend y'all check that shit out. It's really, really cool.
Cool.
Especially Pizza Tower. Please play it. It's very cool.
Sweet. Thank you, Miley, for the wonderful question. LePew06 asks, Godfather BB, if you are so inclined, what series of death-defying tasks would you have chosen? Would you have the chosen few face for the honor of being the godparent of Junior? So what would you make us do to prove our worth?
A little late for that.
A little bit.
Yeah, that actually is pretty late.
I won, and I didn't do anything.
Bitch, fuck you.
I just
dude.
shitpost, and he's like, "Hey, you want to be Godfather?"
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. You know what? When I see you again at the communion Christmas, we'll fight for it, bitch.
All right, dude. Whatever, dude. I'm gonna fight for that fucking baby, dude.
Yeah, you won't show up. You won't show up, dude. You're a coward.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever.
I'm gonna show up.
Whatever.
I'm gonna bring Mario with me, dude. I'm gonna bring the cat. She's ready. She's ready.
Yeah,
to fight,
and I'll bring OJ, my demon cat.
Oh, whatever, dude. You're ready to square up. Look, she's posing there. She's like, "Hey, let me out of this motherfucker."
Yeah, sure. Bet.
What?
And then show me OJ and then curl up into a ball. Scared.
Whatever.
Mario with a collar is actually adorable.
I know, she's got a little bell so I can keep track of her because she likes to get really spastic and run around and hide and shit.
So does my cat.
Helps me keep track of where she is. That's cute.
Playing.
It's great too because I'll take it off when it's really late and I'll start rubbing her neck and she's just like, oh, just fucking. It's comfy. Right, girl.
Yeah, well, since that question is, there's no such thing. We can't win that one. So we'll go to Jake Video. Okay.
I would force Dax to like do like dream drop distance level 1.
Oh.
All right, Aceuhh, you can have
crit.
it. You can have it if you want to. I'll send.
I win.
Hey.
Aceuhh, you have to do it too.
Okay. Look, dude, I got through KH3 once. All right, I can do dream drop distance.
On level 1,
dude, it's so much worse. That's the worst fucking experience I can think of playing a KH game. That's honest to God the worst one.
I know. I did half of it. It was terrible. I know.
Like,
Okay.
can you not do chip damage in level 1 3D?
So you basically have to wait until your spirit gives you Spirit Roar.
Yep.
Oh,
And
so
then
you have to rely on RNG to not do chip damage.
Exactly. You have to rely on RNG to actually not do chip damage. And in order to get Spirit Roar, your spirit has to be like, it depends on the spirit, I think, but they have to be like level 20 or level 30 or something.
Jesus.
Good luck with
So
that.
like from the very beginning of the game, before you even fight the first boss, you have to like grind them all the way up to like level 30 via water barrels and shit like that. It's terrible.
Nightmare. All right. Yeah, I got it. No problem.
You're
that
an
game
asshole,
is.
baby.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Dax.
If I had to pick like the most torturous thing to prove that you wanted to be my godparent or my kid's godparent, that's it, buddy. Good luck.
And
All right, Jake.
Fuck.
Thank you, LePew. You've ruined Dax. Jake,
Look,
Video.
Mm-hmm.
if you're committed to being my kid's godparent, you gotta prove it.
You gotta pick up the stick.
Y'all handed me the note and told me, like,
I'm kidding, dude. It's a fucking
I know.
joke.
You gotta be committed.
Playing.
Let's see. What is your go-to anything to make you feel better when you're having the shittiest of days?
Masturbate.
Ooh, man, that's a good one.
Yep.
That's
Get
a solid
some
one,
fucking
dude.
MILFs on my screen ASAP, dude.
Right now.
I'll load up. One of my favorite. I don't have many games like this actually, but I was thinking about this recently because I was reminiscing on on Ueda games and Last Guardian and shit like that. Hold on. Hey. No. I'm trying to pull something down. If I can pop in either Shadow of the Colossus or The Last Guardian at any point.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Just immerse, and that's one of the few ways I can actually just tune out and get immersed enough in a game to where I don't really think about other issues. Because I have a hard time if there's something really, really bothering me, I can't just be like, okay, well, let me just chill out, try to take my mind off things for a little bit, and play something. It's like, it's not gonna fucking work. But if I play those, especially Last Guardian, it does wonders. It really does for me. So that's a common go-to for me. Or spending time with animals, Rupert or Maru. That tends to do a lot. So good. Hey, buddy. What are you gonna shithead? Are you gonna pull my fucking poster down again?
I like to listen to music, but it doesn't make me feel better because all the music I listen to is depressing, so it makes me feel worse most of the time. But I'll just like relax in bed and just read some manga most of the time, and that shit fucking chills me the fuck out real good. Or I'll fucking honestly, yeah, if I'm feeling bad, honestly, I love to just watch like old Witwick's YouTube videos because I used to fucking love watching Witwick's stream, and I just like put on his old fucking streams and watch like some archives of shit from back in the day, and shit always makes me laugh.
I normally, I'll go watch some really old Dragon Ball stuff on YouTube because you can get lost for hours and hours on YouTube on old clips that were uploaded in like 2009 from just like straight ripped off TV off Toonami or whatever the fuck. Yeah. I'll do that, or I'll just put on some fucking YouTube videos and just play some RuneScape. If I'm not feeling fucking good, dude, I'll just play some RuneScape, fucking chill out, watch some YouTube, and fucking chill, man. It's nothing too crazy or anything. I don't really have like a comfort game, I guess, but I haven't really had that since Halo 3.
I can usually start up a JJ file of Cage 1 or 2 and just play that for a couple days. Just like casually get the JJ completed, or like do a plat trophy run or some shit. And I usually find enjoyment in that.
I would do that kind of stuff a lot when I was actively running games. That would be the exception to the Ueda games. Is if there was something I was actively practicing or working on, then yeah, I would just tune out and do that. That was pretty easy. So Cage games were always pretty good for that.
The juice. What are you doing, dude? All right. Well, thank you, Jake Video. That was a very good question. You don't really think about that stuff, but when you're down in the dumps, everyone defaults to something. All right. From Mac D Insomnia. What's up, Mac? Asked, hey guys, keeping it simple this week. What's your favorite movie? Also, sorry I missed the drive-thru last week. Of course, that would be the Monday that sleep came quickly. Favorite movie?
Oh, man.
Yikers.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
Man.
If I had to like pick one that I always think about, and I'm just like, I would always be happy to watch fucking Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting or The Shawshank Redemption. One of those two. That shit gets me.
I watched Good Will Hunting for the first time actually like a couple years back, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
It was one of those like, why did I fucking not want? What the fuck? What's wrong with me? Man, I'm trying to think.
Probably just based off recency bias. I don't know like if it's my favorite movies of all time, but the only ones that I've watched recently that I've been like, these are great fucking movies, is Whiplash and a Goofy movie.
Goofy movie's pretty classic.
I fucking love a Goofy movie, dude. Like I watched it like maybe a month or two ago with some guys in Discord, and I was like, is it still gonna hold up? Am I still gonna like it? And I still fucking adore that movie. I loved every second of it. Just like fucking watched it.
It's one of those like I watch it once a year kind of thing. You just get in the mood for it. You just want to fucking see it. Just want to jam out the power line.
Yeah, Powerline songs fucking slap, dude.
Honestly,
yeah, that and Whiplash was just like, I just watched Whiplash and I was like, holy shit, like this is just a fucking great movie, dude.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time is Home Alone. I don't know why. This is a good fuck. I love that movie. It's really good. But other than that, I don't like. There's not a lot of movies I default to and be like, oh, this is the best movie of all time. I didn't watch a lot of movies as a kid, so I don't really have too many. I guess Home Alone, and, Space Jam is fucking good. Friday, the original Friday. That shit, bro. I watched it so many times when I was a kid, and I definitely shouldn't have been. And dude, I love The Lion King. That movie, slammer dammers, bro. I fucking love The Lion King. So,
I think.
All right, buddy, you ready to go?
My favorite movie.
Say goodbye.
As far as one that I could, I fucking adore it. Just watch it forever. Really, really, really could. It's a movie called The Fall. And I've never really met anyone other than my sister that's seen it, and it didn't get great reviews because people are fucking stupid. It's one of those. It's a fantastic movie about this guy, and I believe it was I think it's a Spanish movie, and this guy basically is visiting this girl in the hospital. It's been a while. Is it his daughter? Like, that element wasn't as important, but basically this guy is visiting this girl in the hospital, and she's telling him about like all these like this fantastical stories and crazy shit she has in her head, and like just the visuals and the story and like the writing and it's so fucking good. The child acting is phenomenal. It's a really, really, really good film. Highly recommend it. No motherfucker I know has seen it. It's fantastic. I fucking adore that film. Aside from that, it's gonna be a lot of animated films just because I have such a infatuation with animation in general. And all of that kind of goes into a bubble where it's like Pixar's Up and Bruce New Groove, 101 Dalmatians, and probably A Girl Who Leapt Through Time. It was an anime adaptation of like this book that's been adapted a million times. Cat, what are you doing? There's something up there, bud.
It's like, fuck you.
What are you doing?
I'm up here.
What are you doing? What do you see? Oh, there's a little caterpillar. You have such a good eye. There's a little tiny caterpillar on the top of this thing, and it's just crawling. Aw. I always feel bad because I always want to like get it on my finger and look at it and be like, oh, it's so cute, it's a little caterpillar, but I don't know if it's gonna be one of those that just is super poisonous for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Where you just touch it and you just die. Like, there's just caterpillars like that. There's super fucking crazy poisonous caterpillars out there just for no fucking reason, and they just look like furry motherfuckers. They look like any other caterpillar. And it's just like, don't touch it, you'll die. Okay. Well, fuck. Like, damn, dude, I got lucky. Yeah, dude, the fall's sick. Baby, did you go? You pick a movie?
I did. It was at the very start. It was Shawshank Redemption and Good Will Hunting.
I'm dumb. I got distracted by the caterpillar.
Well, there we go. Well, shit. There we go. All right. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, that bud. Pedro asks, with the season of spooks at our doorsteps, let's talk hypothetically. Say 5 boys getting put into a horror movie or game. Which order do you think y'all get taken out?
Oh, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm done.
I'll kill myself. It's just like the island, dude.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. I'm done. It's over.
Man, I get so fucking scared in a horror movie. Are you kidding me? I would.
Those are the live the longest, aren't they?
Here's the thing about it, right?
They're the most cautious.
I think it would be the same as the island, except for BB, because BB would just be like, I cannot believe this is actually happening, man. What the fuck?
Focus. Look at the caterpillar. Move.
Oh, I see it. I see
How
it.
did it get into your house?
I don't know. Start walking. Hey.
Start walking.
Entertain me. Do the
Hey, buddy, get going.
Do the thing. Alright, fuck you. Whatever, dude.
Vash is definitely the alpha Chad that's gonna live the longest.
Yeah, probably.
What? Not even me? Alright.
No. Because someone's got to fill the stoner part, where they're just like, I'm gonna go smoke weed in the other room. Fuck the killer, dude.
What the
And he just walks in and he's just like, hey, I'm gonna kill you.
You think that's gonna be me? What the fuck? Hell no. I will say I'll probably not be the last one alive like I would be on the island. I think I would definitely go, but it would be me getting mad at you guys. Because I'd be like, BB's still curled up in a fucking fetal position. Vash is over there trying to fucking MacGyver some bullshit. Dax is dead, and Shib killed himself. What the fuck am I gonna do? And I make too much sound, and he comes and hacks my head off, and he's like, gets hit with the fuck in the splash zone.
The splat on the wall.
Yeah. That would be that is what would happen. 100%.
Caterpillar's outside. It's free.
Did you hear about what I would do? What would happen with me?
What?
See, Shib said I would go because I would fill the stoner archetype and be like, I'm gonna go smoke weed in the other room and hang out with the killer. No. I said I would die getting pissed off at you. Because it would be like in a situation where BB's in the fetal position, you're dead because of some shit. Shib killed himself, and Vash is over there tinkering with a chair, trying to make it into a fucking pulley or some shit, right? And I would just be yelling at the top of my lungs
so that Jason falls off the chair, dude.
Meanwhile, and I would just get pissed off, and then the killer would come and just slice off my head. And then BB would be in the splash zone and just get that right across his face. I feel like that's how that would go.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I would have like a fucking knife coming at me. I would just be instinctively grabbing Shib as a human shield. I'd feel really bad about it, but the reflexes would be too strong. It's like I don't want to die.
And Shib would be like, "Not if I go first, bitch."
Shib would get stabbed. He just turns around me. And it's like it's fine. It would have happened this way.
Like, I was gonna do it myself.
I still can't get over the idea of we're on our way to our first con. The plane, we finally get Shib on a plane. It crashes, and the first thing Shib wants to do is stick his head in the water. We're like, "Where's Shib?" No, you're over there. Just we're like, "No, get him out."
Shib is basically, for those who may have seen it, the movie was fine, but Shib is basically the Fort character from Toy Story 4 who's constantly trying to basically put himself in the trash, aka kill himself. just constantly, he's like, "I'm trash. I want to go in the trash."
What about you guys? Chat? Give us a breakdown. Why I'm amazed more people have not been making fanfic of us on the deserted island or in the horror film or the fucking situation.
I mean, there may be fanfic, but I don't know if that's a road you want to go down.
Well, here's the thing: every podcast ends up getting.
Fair.
That also asked me where the hell? Yes, trust me, it is. And also another question: where the hell is our fan art, you assholes? What the if I could run ads right now, I would.
Pairings ain't golden. What do you mean? You can pair. We got Vash and Dax pairing.
Well,
that's all you need.
I'm not Asian. That's kind of a problem. It's difficult, man. And BB put a person in another person, so he's already got that pretty secure. I mean, Aceuhh, you got Honkai Impact 3. That's your wife.
Yeah, I do. I love it.
So Shib, it's you and me, dude. Pop the question at Halloween Horror Nights or whatever. We'll get it rocking.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Pedro, for the wonderful question, my man. Let's talk to Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Lately,
episode 33.
I hope not. Lately, I've been into this Japanese crane game app called Toreba.
Oh, yeah. I've seen Toreba.
I love crane games and Japanese figures and plushes, so this is dangerous for me. I'll be fine. Well, what's something that you would blow tons of money on, but responsibly abstain? Literally gacha game. My life playing gacha games is that right there. I literally look at it and be like, man, I could put so much money into that and
Yeah,
figures.
I have spent a fair amount, but I quit all my gacha games, so I don't spend money on them anymore.
League of Legends ruined me on spending games, so on spending on games, so I don't really spend too much on video games anymore.
I'm trying to think of something in the context of games that I'd fall into that I could see.
Well, Toreba's not a game; it's like a online crane controller.
Well,
like you control the UFO crane things, and you can like win anime toys and plushes and figures and like all kinds of Japanese shit, and then they mail it to you for if you win it.
Wait, you're controlling an actual crane game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
thought
it was just like
online.
it was like an app game or something, like a little cube.
No, well, it is an app, but yeah, you control like you can do it on PC or on your phone.
The actual, like you see the actual.
Yeah, you press the button to make it go over, and then you like let go of the button, then you press it again to like make it go forward.
Really cool.
That's like actual UFO crane games from Japan.
Ooh,
I love.
Everybody,
I would actually play that. That's dangerous.
UFO crane games in Japan are nuts, by the way. Like, whenever Rip and Tasty Steve and them are in Japan, they IRL stream, and they always end up going to the crane game.
Yeah.
Always be spending so much fucking money, but it's the hypest shit in the world. It's I love the crane games, dude. Every time I go to round one, I always get fucking enamored into them, but I always win. I'm a fucking god at UFO crane game.
Dude, my favorite crane game is the one in Kirby's Adventure on the NES. When you go and you fucking press the button, and you can get the big fat one. I was playing that game recently, and it was so fucking free getting it. I'm like, how the fuck did I screw this up as a kid? I was stupid. It's just this big fat. You just line it up, dude. You get it. It's free every time. It's so sick.
I know
Torepa has some pretty cool prizes actually. Sometimes, like a lot of the figures are like really cheap figures you can buy for like $20 or $40 probably, and you'll probably end up spending that much trying to get them. But they have like some cool plushes and like other shit.
Effort. Yeah, I'd probably pull it.
So I abstain from gachas now. I've spent a lot of money on gachas in the past, but I deleted them all, and I was like, all right, I'm not playing these anymore. I'm not spending any more money.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
I play Cage Ski when they do a new story drop, but I don't buy any medals or anything. I just play through the story.
I don't know if you guys can see that little black dot right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big ass spider. That spider's fucking mad.
Hey, he's chilling. He's big chilling though.
Yeah, he's big chilling.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
He's probably eating flies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck.
Yeah, he's a homie.
Oh,
yeah, I also abstain from e-girls OnlyFans accounts because I know I'd break my bank.
I'd break the bank.
Man, I really can't think of anything else that I would
Tell
fall
your
into.
mom to post more anal hits on her OnlyFans. Fucking big.
And tell your mom to post more anal pics on her own.
That's the future that's coming, dude.
That's the future.
Yeah, I can't think of any games where I would fall into something like that, or that has that kind of content where I would just be dumping money into it.
Like I said,
but the crane game thing, I probably would. I got to avoid that now.
When I first saw Torepa, I was like, I really want to play some crane right now, dude. I want to put some money in this bitch, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They had a fucking Leonardo watch, big jumbo plush from Kekai Sensen. And it was like, he had his big glowing eyes and he big smile on his face. I was like, I really want that, dude. Fuck. And of course, it's made by Sega, the plush is, so it's impossible to find anywhere online or in America for a cheap price.
I feel like there should.
You said card games, BB?
Oh yeah, fucking back in the day, me and Yu-Gi-Oh. It was pretty bad for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
When I was like in towards the end of high school, like me, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then like afterwards, I played this fucking game called Card Fight Vanguard. I'm not sure if
that sounds familiar actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I quickly realized like how fucking whack it was, and then but it was so fun because like I actually had like a pretty unified group of people that fucking played, and we would go to the card shop like every single like Saturday or Sunday or whenever it was, and the people were super fucking chill, and I liked it. But after a while, I think it was just like getting into college. It was just like once it became like too monetarily difficult to actually like get to the card shop and do college stuff at the same time, it was just like I just can't do it anymore. So that just kind of dropped off. And I'm kind of glad that it went out that way because it was so much money. Fucking shiny plastic.
I already have something that I drop a lot of money into already. These fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my
that's
friends
exactly what I was
is
thinking.
he runs the local stream for the TCG tournaments for Pokemon around here.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I think he ran the Polarity stream for CEO Otaku too, actually, this weekend.
Damn.
But yeah, he's still into the Pokemon stuff. I don't know how much he spends on that shit though. I haven't talked to him about that in a while.
The thing is, I don't play the game. I'm a
Yeah, I know.
collector and seller. So if I played the game, I probably wouldn't have a life at all. Because it would be like, oh yeah, fighting game stuff, Pokemon tournaments. I'm fucking doing everything, dude. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Also, my dad came back with food. All gas station bought shit. It's not that great. My dad is lazy.
This ain't Japan, dude. The food ain't hitting at 7-Eleven like it is in Japan.
It really ain't.
That Konbini, dude. It's like good shit.
Konbini. Dude, the moment that you fucking said that word, all I think of is this stupid fucking Konbini with like Cosmo from back in the day and like all of these like OG fucking speedrunners. Like they did this fucking parody. Hold on.
Was it the parody of that Japanese song?
Yeah, it
Japanese
was.
story?
It
Okay,
was.
I think I know the one.
Oh no. Yep, I found it. God fucking damn it, dude.
Of course, it was like
This is like
Konbini store, like something like that or whatever.
God, just watching this video just makes me feel old. Holy shit, dude! I feel so goddamn
that's
old.
it. Yeah, that's it. Because yeah, I remember from the thumbnail. Because that's right. They're talking about the strange people outside, and they have the Kappa face on the
You know what's made me feel old? We were having this discussion while watching MasterChef. we were saying
Yeah,
something with the girls. The girls on the show, we were like, man, 3-4 years should be prime MILF territory. It was like, wait, this show was like 3 years ago. Damn. It gets to a point to where they just stop being older women and they're just women now. And I was like, damn, you're right. There's soon enough MILFs are just gonna be girls your age.
Yeah, but the key part of it is I want to fuck. Like that's the key. MILF,
True.
Yeah, I like the fuck. So you still have that part.
I guess. Now they're just Wilms, dude. Wilfs, dude.
Wilfs. They'll always be gilfs, dude.
All right. I think this is the last question. I'll refresh it after it. Sorry for my first order. This is from LePew. Sorry for my first order. He obviously didn't realize that title had been thrown away already. What would Chesh want at this so-called wedding?
Fuck, dude. I don't know. let me make sure she's awake.
If she's awake, go ask her because I want to know.
Okay, hold on.
The $100 billion one or whatever.
Yeah, the $100 billion wedding. Lamborghini demolition derby.
No stopping it.
God, what did you say that you were gonna do, Dax, during the wedding?
Oh, for the
what was your for the $100 billion wedding? What was your thing?
Oh fuck.
She said she'd pocket the money, dude.
I 100% respect it.
That is 100%. The most hood shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's like, yeah, $100 billion. It's like, oh, babe, what are we gonna do? And she's like, we're gonna go downtown and sign the fucking paper, and then we're gonna go home. And we're just gonna Uber eat everything forever. And that's
Never
that.
have to get up again, dude.
Yeah. Good life, dude.
That's what I want to have enough money where it's like I just don't have to leave.
Hey, BB, you got 100 billion. Can I borrow like 900 million to have that Lamborghini demolition derby?
The Lambos aren't gonna buy themselves.
Please.
You're gonna have to talk to Shush about that, but I'm pretty sure
I'll text her right now.
Have Chesh buy every team in the what is it? Was for baseball?
The MLB.
MLB. Buy every fucking team associated with MLB and then dissolve all of them because baseball sucks.
I was literally about to say that for the Overwatch League.
Well, I think that thing is gonna dissolve itself. Give it like 3 years. It's a fucking video game. What are they gonna do? Like update it?
No, not if you're Blizzard.
Not forever. I'm waiting for Overwatch 2.
Which is supposedly not an esport game because it's a fucking single or PvE game.
Oh, really? It's interesting.
That's what the leak said. It was like it's gonna be like a Left 4 Dead style game.
Okay. If they
More
don't
focused on,
take that little boy from the original trailer and make him like age him up and make him just like a fucking badass hero and have it linked to that whole thing, if they don't do that, then they're missing out. That should be funny as hell.
Well, it's Blizzard, so they probably won't.
They probably won't do something cool, and then they'll just have some fucking make some other edgelord or some shit.
We made another Tracer.
It's Tracer 2.
Good job, guys.
Tracer 2.
Tracer 2.
All right, I think that is everything. If you guys, if I missed
all
any
from last
questions,
weekend this week.
Yeah, we only got 2 from last week because we were letting everyone know it was a drive-through. So, yeah, I think that's everything. Well, hell yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for all the wonderful questions, guys.
Absolutely.
Anything else for this week, boys?
There are a couple things I thought I had.
All I know is I've got 85 Slayer right now, and I want 86.
Finally, dude. What the hell?
87.
Holy shit, you're so fucking slow.
I play like fucking 4 hours a day, alright, buddy?
Oh no, 4 hours a fucking day. Whatever, dude.
I just got a
disgusted look.
I just picked up my Ravager axe in WoW, dude, and it has the ability where you have a random chance of it making you go into a spin animation where you just have the axe out and you're just fucking doing that. Can't see whatever you're typing. Hold on. Can I have 2 billion for the Lamborghini demolition derby? If I had 100 billion, I would give you that.
I would give you that hand. Hell yeah.
The Lamborghini demolition derby's on, baby.
What's it saying?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Hold on. Hey, what you doing? Crazy. Yeah, no, I got the axe where you have a random chance of just spinning around like a fucking dumbass, and it looks really funny. And then of course I'm playing with like in my group with like me and Pokey and Ian and everyone. Ian's got the 45. He's also a shaman, and he's got the same axe. So once I get like 3 more levels, we can go into a dungeon. We're both just gonna be fucking spinning next to each other. It's gonna be dumb as hell. We get fucking WoW Classic's hilarious.
Shamans use axes.
Yeah. You well, it's fucking weird in Classic, or at least like pre a certain patch, because you have to or pre BC, because you have to spec into 2-hand. Like you have to dump points into your specialization just to wield a 2-hand. But normally you can do 1-hand axes and 1-handed maces and clubs and shit. I think it's just axes and clubs, and you gotta spec in the 2-hand. But yeah, no, you can do that. They can do staves and shit too. But yeah, no, it's really fucking funny. That shit's been fun.
Oh, I cleared the last tier in FF14 raid. I forgot.
Oh, you finally did?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Finally killed it. Didn't get any drops. I only got 1 chest instead of 2 because someone in the fight had already cleared it that we pugged. But hey, at least it's dead. Now hopefully we can kill it again next week.
Is that near the Automata raid out?
No, it's coming in the next patch in late October.
Okay.
They didn't give a date. They just said late October.
Okay.
I'm very excited to play that.
They announced it so long ago. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. They had like an in-depth look at it recently at the last live letter from the producer.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But they still have another live letter planned before the patch drops as well. because they're reworking Summoner, Ninja, and Samurai in the next patch as well, so it's going to be a big patch.
Hmm.
And yeah, then they're releasing they're releasing Hades Extreme, I'm pretty sure. And then they're releasing the Nier raid, and I think they're going to do the new Ultimate raid as well, which I'm hoping is Thornton, which is the Knights of the Round fight. Because that would be cool as fuck to see in an Ultimate fight. He like calls all the different fucking knights in the round, and they all do their shit, different attacks like they did back in fucking FF7 Summon.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
How long was that summon again? Like 5 minutes?
In FF7, it was free. Yeah, it was multiple minutes. I don't know if it was 5 or like 3.
It's long.
It's definitely long as fuck though. That was why like late game like broken shit was in that game was of everyone with mime materia. Then you do Knights of the Round, and then you sit there for 20 minutes watching them all do it over and over again, and then the boss just fucking dies.
You just sit there with your dinner, just fucking eating it, just watching Knights of the Round go over and over again.
Oh,
that shit's gonna be sick in the remake, dude. I can't wait for that.
I can't wait
Knights
to see
of the Round in the remake, yeah.
I can't wait to see. I keep thinking about little bits in the game I can't wait to see, and the one I thought about the other day was when Cloud gets pelted with a materia by Sephiroth before he like flies away when they're in the library. He just gets bonked, and Sephiroth just like he does this. It just goes. I want them to do the exact animation. I wanted him to just T-pose and just go in the flat and fucking fly off.
Bro, I want to see the fucking like Ruby and Diamond and Emerald weapon too in the fucking remake.
Yeah, there's so much.
And the fucking I want to see Cloud in the goddamn wheelchair, dude.
You're gonna see what's his name, Big Boy, get hit by the truck when he's like running away. And he goes,
oh yeah, fucking.
It's like the whole gag.
Yeah.
I hope they make it like I hope they add like a lot of crunching sound effects. I hope they make it like really violent and like not as comical, but like very just abrupt. And they're all just like, wow, okay.
Okay.
What's evasive?
So I was just browsing Twitter, and a tweet from Nuka-Cola came out, and it says, "Hi, Spike Vegeta just asked me to marry him, and this is my simple tweet about it. Have a wonderful night, everyone."
Oh!
Yeah, I knew about that actually.
I didn't know about that.
We had the inside scoop.
No, I knew that about a couple days ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah, from Shesh.
Oh fuck. That's so good. I was just talking about that with Ali and some other people actually, because I was on Twitter seeing them fucking post up from their Disney World vacation. I'm just like, look how fucking cute these people are. Oh, that's great. That's fun. I'm so happy to hear that. That's cool.
Hog champ. Good
fucking
shit, Spike.
Yeah, congrats to them. We'll have to congratulate him when we get him on the show, dude.
Yeah, dude, for sure. What the hell? Yeah, I literally flicked over to Twitter and reset, and it was like, what? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
What the fuck?
I'm so happy. Oh god.
That's fucking good.
I'm tickled by that. Oh yeah.
So
good shit.
People at home, go congratulate Nuka and Spike. They're cute.
They're adorable.
They're good people.
Fucking...
Absolutely.
I want to hang out with Spike and Nuka and everyone at Disney World.
Yeah, they didn't invite me to Disney World, dude. I'm right down the street.
Whatever, dude, get on.
They didn't invite me to be there when he proposed to be like, nice one, Spike. And I'm just like standing there.
Aren't y'all going to fucking AGDQ?
I mean, I won't be able to afford it if someone if we want to
Disney
donate
World?
me fucking money. No, I'm not gonna
Disney
be able
World
to.
is expensive.
I don't
enough to go to.
I don't think
it's over $100 a day now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you got me
to go to Disney World.
up.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's like $110 for a one-day
Good
ticket.
Hotel is gonna be sick.
Oh yeah, the Good Hotel is gonna be fucking bulling, dude.
Absolute bulling.
Yeah, like that's one thing. Is like a lot of people are like, dude, it's in Orlando. We can go to Disney, and I'm like, it's gonna be expensive. Like, you got money, you got Disney money. That shit ain't cheap, dude.
Yeah.
You're already paying to get to Orlando and to go to AGDQ, and then $110 just for the ticket. On top of that, like you got to pay to park, gotta buy the ticket, you got to buy their expensive ass food all day.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in some Disney dollars?
Some mouse bucks.
You know, I would go to the Disney World for a day. I would just go find like all those pins, and I would just go get like 3 of them that I think are really cute, and then I would leave.
Oh yeah, I have a
Disney World.
Like if I don't have much time,
pin,
I just do that.
Do I?
I like the pins. I saw a fucking Chernobog one that was fucking sick. I really want it.
It's like it's interesting to me like how expensive Disney World is, because I know that like Spike and Nukes have been going there like a lot. Well, no, I mean like not like a lot like all the time, but like multiple times throughout the year, to the point where I'm just like, damn, how can y'all do this shit? Like, holy fuck.
Oh yeah, well doesn't she like live in Florida or something?
No, they live in Chicago.
Yeah. Well,
Nukes likes to imagine herself as a
that's
Disney princess. So.
It was a limited time, only available in the park.
Damn, that's pretty sick.
Actual Kingdom Hearts merchandise from back in the day, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
I saw something recently, actually. Apparently, I don't know if it's Disneyland or World or whatever, but they're doing a thing, big like villain themed Halloween period or whatever the fuck, and they're actually gonna have a section of the park where they're gonna have Kingdom Hearts characters.
Oh, okay.
That you can meet.
Yeah, so, I saw that recently as well.
That's cool. Which may just be like that one time where they had Donald and Goofy in the cage outfits. It could just be that. But if they have someone like done up in a really professional like Sora outfit, and be like, hey, that's fucking cool.
It's during the Maleficent park takeover for Halloween at it's only gonna be at California though. It's not gonna be at the Florida one.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which one. That's cool.
And they said that there'll be characters from the Kingdom Hearts series making an appearance. So like, hopefully it's not that old Sora costume that they had.
Dude, it's just gonna be
terrifying.
No, it's just like some fat guy in a Pence costume is just gonna walk on and be like, hey guys, and it's gonna be it. It's like everyone else got sick. It's just me. What's up? Want to take
that
a
old
picture
old
your
Sora
favorite
character was.
Huh?
Did you see that shit? The old Sora that they used to have in the park.
I didn't know they had an old Sora in the park. I never knew they
it's not like a guy wearing a wig. Like he has a full Sora mask on.
Those are so creepy.
Yeah.
Not always, but I don't know if you ever saw that old one. I don't know if they still do this, but the old one they used to do for Jafar. You would have Aladdin, just a normal person, and Jasmine, a normal person, and then you have Jafar with a big comical head. I was like, this is actually, and I was like, that's actually disturbing to look at. I really don't like that at all. I can't imagine Sora's fucking cracked out, just fucking the smile, like with that big.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
What was Sora face?
That's fucking funny.
What if it was Xemnas with the
drip, the zebra drip? Oh my god, I would take a picture with him instantly. Holy fuck, that'd be so sick.
There he is, dude.
Oh, you found it? Okay, link it in the Twitch chat for people to see.
All right, yeah, I'll post it.
I have to see this.
That's a big link. Hopefully it works.
That's fine. Nope. Read it. Oh, I gotta redirect. Hold on. I want to see it. Oh, I have seen this. Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, that's
no.
2004.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, like here, they had Donald and Goofy too. Like this
I know they had like the Donald and Goofy variants. Why
are these links so long?
I don't know. I always like
that second one is not working. By the way.
But yeah, I've seen those.
It's some fucking guy's DeviantArt. Can I just link the DeviantArt and then it'll show up?
Maybe. Ship link and malware.
Okay, that's
here we go. Whoa, dude,
he has Goofy as well in his little scene.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen the Donald ones. Yeah, like those are cute. Like the Donald Goofy ones.
Yeah,
are
those
cute.
aren't too bad.
But yeah, Sora, man, he's about as cracked out as. And then you have his real ass like legs at the bottom. Just. Oh man, I love how he's holding the keyblade in all the wrong places. Really funny.
Yeah,
Holy
so
shit.
it's like I'm pretty sure it's like $110 to go to Disney for one day, but then for $140, I think you get a park hopper and you can go to all the parks because we have 4 of them in Florida.
Right.
The problem is the time. Like you have one day to do all that shit, like because you can easily spend a whole day in just one park.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff to do.
It's tricky.
That's why they sell like multiple day park hoppers that me and my mom used to get when we would go. So it's like your ticket is good for like 3 days, starting for 3 different days whenever you want to go from the available dates. So it's like it was a park hopper and it was like a 3-day ticket. It's like we would just go one day and we could like go to Epcot and then like we'd come back 2 weeks later and go to like Magic Kingdom and then we'd come back like 2 weeks later and go to Animal Kingdom, some shit like that. Like so you could do that with different days of the week if you're at GDQ, but I mean that's like taking up most of your week. I feel like if you're here for GDQ.
Yeah, it would be a one-day thing if I went, and I would have to like plan it very specifically to where It's not like I wouldn't have fun, but like it would be. I don't know. My typical park experience when I go to some places like that is going up to fucking Cedar Point, San Esco, Ohio, which I've been to enough times to know the ins and outs of the park and how to get the most out of my time. And it's just fucking roller coasters and shit, dude. It's like they got the most in the world still, I believe.
Yeah,
And
that's
like good quality.
Like, I mean, I like going to Epcot, honestly. Like, I'm not a huge ride guy. Like, rides are kind of fun, but I just like going to Epcot and go to the World Showcase. Because, like, you go to all the different countries around the world. They have shops and, like, restaurants from all the different, like, cultures that are set up and everything. And it's, like, so cool. Like, they have, like, a temple at the Mexican place. You go in the temple, and there's, like, a little ride in there in the restaurant inside and, like, a little, like, street mart set up with, like, all these different, like, stalls and shit.
I would like to. I haven't been since... I was only at Disney World once. Got to go to Epcot once. That was when they just put up. It was like this big
Yeah, Japan and Epcot's sick.
I want to say they rethemed it maybe, but at the time it was like this. It's like this. You're in a like a race car and you're on this track or whatever. It was this
test track.
It was that. It was like when that opened.
Yeah, test track's still there, but they rethemed it to be Tron themed.
Tron theme. Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. I assumed it would be like Cars themed or something like that.
No, fuck that. They have Cars Land, but that's in California.
Is it Cars Land?
Yeah, Cars has its own land in California.
Okay. But no, I remember we wanted to, that was like the main thing we wanted to do at Epcot, and it was fucked up. It was closed for the day, so we didn't do it. But Epcot was still sick.
They have the Frozen ride now. They got rid of the Viking ride and replaced it with the Frozen ride.
Okay.
Because they added like a whole Arendelle section to the Norse part that was there before. It used to just be like this whole like Viking area, and now there's like a whole Arendelle section and like a meet and greet with Anna and Elsa and shit.
All right.
Yeah, the Japan one is like they have like the Pokemon Center there, so it's like a shop that's like you walk in, it's like all these Pokemon shit and plushes and like figures and shit, and then it goes into like more Final Fantasy shit. There's like a whole glass figure section with like a bunch of Final Fantasy and Totoro.
Hell yeah.
And like, or Miyazaki film figures and like prints and shit that you can look at, and then you go farther back and it's like clothes and shit, and then farther back after that and it's just like snacks and stuff.
Cool.
And then they have like a temple. It's like a museum that you can walk through. It's like shows you like ancient Japanese like mythology and all that shit. And then there's a restaurant on top, but I've never been to the restaurant. I don't know if it's any good.
I need to look through and like watch a long walkthrough of some of these parks I haven't seen. I need to do that for
really cool.
I need to do that for Alice Adventure because I haven't seen that park since I went. That was 2003. That's when it opened.
Yeah, they got a lot of new shit.
Yeah.
Alice Adventure now. Even Universal's changed a lot recently. Now they're adding Nintendo Land to Universal as well.
That's
here.
Crazy. That's so weird to think that's a thing.
Yeah.
The only thing
I'm hyped for that.
The only thing I like at like theme parks and like parks in general are the places with the big ass slides that have the fucking get in the fucking potato sack and just all the way down. That shit's fun as fuck. And bumper cars. It's the only thing. That's the only type of enjoyment you'll get out of me.
So you can be really aggressive and shit.
Oh yeah.
Or Disney got them teacups at Alice in Wonderland. You can do. You sit in the teacups and spin around, and then the Mad Hatter sit there and talk shit in your ear the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. Or go-karts.
I gotta have roller coaster. That's always the funniest thing when I would go to Cedar Point or whatever, and I would tweet stuff out, and it would be simple things like there's a ride at Cedar Point called Max Air, and it's at a bunch of different parks. So basically, it's a large pendulum swinging ride with a 50-seat disc, and where you're facing the outside, and the disc spins as you swing. It is so satisfying. It's so fucking fun. And it's so simple, but it's really, really huge, and it goes high up or whatever. I remember posting a video of that, and I had 20 people in the replies going like, "No, what the fuck do you mean?"
Yeah,
it's like baby shit. What the fuck?
I'll ride the Disney roller coasters like Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, the Dwarf Minecart coaster.
I'll never ride
and
Thunder Mountain.
It's Splash Mountain, but I'm not about to go on like the Hulk at Islands of Adventure or like Dueling Dragons or the Dragon Challenge as it's called. No,
I would love to.
I'm not about that shit.
My favorite thing, and it would never happen, but I would love to take like a bunch of really good like y'all and others like really close friends who just are like fuck coasters, right? And just bring them to Cedar Point, and it's like we're going on every single one.
They have the top. That's
as like an
top speed
experiment.
dragster's at, isn't it?
Top speed dragster, Millennium Force.
Dude, fuck that. That's like a 400-foot drop, isn't it?
420 feet. You go.
Fuck
you
that.
go.
I would
420, man. Wow.
I would rather actually kill myself than
It's
drop.
so simple. It's over like that. You blast out to fucking
But
95 miles an hour.
I would have
in
a
few
fucking heart
seconds.
attack going up 400 feet in the air and then having to look down.
You know what the best part is? So you get launched down this huge raceway. You go straight up 90 degrees. You turn. You start coming over it. When you go down, you don't
and
go
you do
straight
corkscrews
down.
on the way down, don't you?
You twist.
Yeah.
It's really sick.
Fuck
And
that, dude.
what's funny is that, and you don't realize it, is that when you're going down, you don't, like, especially when you're going straight down, you don't get a sense of the distance. Like everything looks so weird and like so much closer to where you don't really get a sense of the height. The only way you can get a real sense of the height and actually get like a little stressed out, because I did that once where I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit much, was when we were at the very top going over and I looked to my left and I like see everything outward, and like there, you know, the cars are pretty open and you have a lot of space. It's not an over the shoulder, it's just a lap restraint, so you're really comfortable, you can move. And like that kind of moment, I was like, oh, okay. But when you're going straight forward, especially even looking straight down, you're so focused on like the element going through the spiral and everything, and the way the ground is looking, that you don't really get, at least for me, you don't really get a sense of the height nearly as much. And it's over like that. So fun.
Delta, you say, I'm surprised you still like the slide. Oh yeah, I love the slides. And didn't you rocket off the slide once? I never fell off the slide. What happened was I went into another lane of the slide, 2 lanes over. Now,
like you did the bounce on the hump and went over there.
Oh yeah, I went over. That's the thing. I know how to catch speed on them bitches. And so I get air, so I get to those risky. That moment, you know.
You ever do the shit like at water parks where you lay on the mat?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can imagine you do a road rash shit where there's someone, you're coming up on someone to the side, you just fucking kick them.
Well, like people got stuck in the black hole at Wet n Wild one day, which is like a pitch black slide.
Yeah.
Where it's like a tube and there's nothing inside it, so you can't see. And someone just got stuck, so like another tube came down and just like smashed.
Oh no.
I was like, yo, stop! They gotta stop, dude. These people stop. They have one called the Surge, and it's like a giant circular tube, and it fits like 6 people in it, and then it's like a half tube slide, so it's like not like the full tube, but it's like a half one, so it's like you go up the walls and shit. And I went with my friend and his brother and his brother's girlfriend. Me and my friend were in like 4th grade, and his brother was like 20 something. He took us there, and then he was like getting off the tube and like sketching on the back of it while going down the slide. And I was like, I want to do that, but I jumped out and I didn't grab on before I jumped out. So the tube just kept going, and I was just sitting there in the middle of the slide by myself, just like slowly going down. And then another fucking big ass tube was coming, and I was like, "Oh shit! I hope this doesn't hit me." But luckily, it went around me.
I would have hitched the ride.
Stopped. I was trying to grab on, but they like went up the wall and like went around me. I was like, I guess that just kind of worked out.
Should have turned towards them and just give them the whole hit.
So they had to like stop the whole slide. They're like, all right, no more people go. There's some dumb asshole sliding down the slide. They had to like wait for me to cut off the slide. Finally, they're just like, please don't do that shit ever again. We're gonna kick you out.
What happened with me is I was going down. What nearly had me fly off. I was going down one of the water bumpy slides, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The thing was with me, I was on the far right of this like 6-lane slide or whatever, way the fuck up. It was probably 150, 200 feet up. It was fucking high. No, it wasn't. It was like 100 feet up. And I go on the right slide, and what happened was, hey, your man knows how to catch speed on the motherfucker. I hit that first bump, and I caught air, and I hit the second bump, and it felt like nothing hit me. So basically what happened was I perfectly transitioned like this was Flappy Bird.
Oh, like you're doing fucking BMX. Like you just go right into the fucking ramp. Oh, that's sick. That's actually dope.
into the ramp. And what happened was, since I didn't have any, like there was no traction between me, the water, and the slide when I landed, I just caught so much more speed. So basically I caught the next bump, basically lifted me upward. But my angle was wrong, so basically I was midair, and what happened was the edge of the slide. So it was it's the 5 ring, but you know you could fall and die at any point if you fuck this up. I caught air and I just slammed my back in the middle of the right in the middle from the fall off to the slide and just I just basically rolled down the rest of the slide in the next lane over. And someone's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm good." And then I just went up and did it again. I just stayed in the middle lane this time.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
I have a man. I wish I enjoyed like water slides at water parks and stuff more, because I feel like half the time I've ever been on any of them, I've always ended up injured in some way.
Yeah, they're not safe. They're not safe. Water parks are a hazard.
I hit the water at a weird angle too hard and something fucking hurts, or I go face first and everything just fucking goes into my nose. I'm just like burning from all fucking chlorine. Or
I
worse,
can't believe there's not more deaths at water.
Well, fucking Action Park was a thing. They kind of all condensed it there. That
yeah, you're right.
It's actually they actually reopened it, and it's under new management. It's been handling a lot of stuff, but they have a lot of the same shit. It's just safer. Which I mean, it wasn't why people were going before. So
yeah,
that's just this.
There was some really bad. What is it? There's this water park near us called Schlitterbahn. I'm pretty sure.
Schlitterbahn, is that near you? Wait, no,
I think so.
I thought Schlitterbahn was in like Germany or some shit, or is that just the name? Because that's the one with the one of the first water coasters, right? Where you sit in the pool and it propels you up the ramps with the water. It's a water roller coaster.
Schlitterbahn, Kansas City, Kansas.
That's that's shit. I would never do that. That it's just like, yeah, dude, you're in some water and it goes. I'm like, no.
It's you're in the tube and it's very enclosed. It's super cool actually. It's a lot less.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel like I'm around a bunch of people. We're just gonna be body blocking into everybody all the time, dude.
It's one at a time. It's like one. It's like one train or one coaster train at a time in a way. It's pretty controlled. But they have like lift hills and water booster things and all this shit. It's a coaster. It's pretty sick. I didn't realize
there's this really, really bad, sad story. I don't want to dwell on the stream for too long, but basically the Schlitterbahn in Kansas City, there is this really, really, really tall slide, like this just big dip, and it was called the Verrucht. Similar to like the map in fucking World of War, I think, like the zombie map. And it was literally just a fucking accident waiting to happen. And because it was so because the drop was so fucking huge, like kids that were like low enough weight could like get air off of the hump, because it would do that. It would actually have this hump to it. And then I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, but they put a rope, they encased it in rope, just to like prevent people
like
from
a rope
flying.
Fence?
Yes, yeah, no, like around the whole thing to prevent people from flying out, basically. And
like
so this kid,
like a rope enclosure.
Yeah, it's like
yes.
It's like a cross stitching of rope, pretty much. That's what they do.
Okay.
And this kid goes down, and I'm pretty sure that he he was too short. I'm pretty sure like there is a weight and height requirement for you to fucking go.
Typically are.
Some lazy fucking worker was just like, hey, you can go, even though there's no way he should have gone. And he went down, he got too much speed, and he fucking decapitated, dude. He died on that. No, it was bad, dude.
Whoa.
It was bad. Like, it was like park closed down, like immediately. Like fucking people get sued. That shit, like within months, like I'm pretty sure it's closed down. Like the entire park is done because of that one kid getting killed.
Schlitterbahn in the Google, like the third result is Schlitterbahn death. Yeah.
Yep.
August 17, 2016.
Water parks are literally just tragedies waiting to happen, dude. I'm telling you.
No, dude, it's fucked up.
Oh,
it is so fucked up.
10-year-old Kansas State, 10-year-old son of Kansas State Representative Scott Schwab died while riding Verrucht. The death occurred when the raft went airborne and impacted a metal support of the netting, decapitating him.
Yep.
That's the fucking opening of Final Destination 3, dude. That's fucking god damn.
Yeah, no, it was this huge fucking drop, and you're in a raft. You're in a big raft with like a bunch of other people, and it's supposed to like go, up and down and all this sort of shit. and I don't know what the like. It looks so dangerous.
Well,
like you just look at it.
The layout's so weird because I thought it was going to be one of those where it goes down and then it humps. It goes down, humps. But no, it's like a roller coaster hill. It goes all the way down and then it just has a hill.
Yeah.
That's
a
fucking awful design.
Yeah, and there's nothing holding you down either.
It's literally it's a ski ramp. I'm looking at it. It's a ski ramp.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Christ, what the fuck?
That's so
like imagine you're in a roller coaster and you go up like all the way and you go down and then you hit your first hump and you aren't being held down by the fucking like the steel thing. You're just gonna go flying, dude.
Yeah, if I had children, I'm never taking them to water parks.
Fuck water parks?
I wouldn't trust it.
I went to like
because
a
you turn
summer
around
camp
after
one
5
year.
minutes and they'd just be drowning in a pool somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
like
that.
I went to a summer camp once and all they did was like take us to water parks for field trips every week because every Wednesday was a field trip because they were so cheap. And I was like, man, all these water parks fucking suck and they're all fucking super dangerous, dude. Like, because like you had the big one was like went wild. It was like the biggest water park in Orlando. Everyone knows about it. It was in the middle of I-Drive where we were all staying before, but they closed it down now because Universal bought it out so that they could make their own water park instead.
Wow.
And then, but there's all these. There's like so many water parks used to be in Orlando, and it's like they're all just like super shitty that no one's ever heard of, and they're all like run down and shit. And I was like, this is awful, dude. This is waiting to turn into a disaster.
Yeah.
The worst is seeing just frustrated families of like 10 people fighting over inner tubes to sit in the lazy river. Every water park, every time they'll open and stuff, and there's never enough, and families are just sitting there just fucking agitated, and the kids are bored because they won't want to fucking sit around in the river. And I'm just like, I'll either be with like one, like I think last time we went to a water park is when Allie and I were dating, and we went to this kind of nice one. It was this little small thing, but yeah, we would just want to go chill there. And there's because you either get like families that are frustrated and sitting around, or you get the worst one, which is like a lot of the teenagers who are in big fucking groups. Like maybe a couple of them will have inner tubes, the rest of them are just kind of like walking through the lazy river and just being fucking obnoxious. And you have to like kind of get away from them. It's really difficult to sort of pace it out because you'll get farther ahead and then you start laying back in the inner tube and chilling. But eventually they catch up because they're not doing that. They're trying to fuck around. It's really annoying. So,
oh yeah,
I hate the lazy
river. I've ridden Space Mountain with the lights on before, and it's fucking terrifying. I can feel
with
you
the lights, with the lights on. I've seen a video of it.
Yeah, like I got like behind the scenes like shit one time, and like it was like a behind the scenes tour thing that because I knew someone that pretty high up there, and I got to ride Space Mountain with the lights on because normally it's all dark in there, but they have like the stars and like black lights and like shit. So it's like it looks cool aesthetically when you're riding it, but like when you ride that shit with the lights on and it's like the bars are not very far from you. At least it looks that way. Like it looks like you're going to smash your head on all these fucking rails and bars and shit every time you ride that ride. It's like I feel like if I put my hands in the air, I'm going to lose them.
That's one of the few things I hate. It's like if I want to get on a roller coaster, I want to put my fucking hands up. But half the time I'm like, bro, it just looks like I'm just gonna lose a fucking.
You never will. But there are some cases where it looks really close, especially on a lot of like old school wooden coasters that go in and out of their own. Like,
have you been to Busch Gardens?
Yes, I actually.
Yeah, I was about to say you would like Busch Gardens because that's like a roller coaster.
I love Busch Gardens. I went a lot when I was young. We went a lot to the one in Tampa.
That's
I loved. Was it Montu, the inverted coaster? It's called Montu. Montu and Kumba. I absolutely.
Yeah, I like Kumba's like the big one. Yeah, well now SheiKra is. Because SheiKra's like that's like the big 150-foot drop.
Actually, I did ride the equivalent when I went to Williamsburg, Virginia for Busch Gardens Williamsburg because they have the blue one there. I forgot what it's called, but it's the same model. It's just ported over.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have that big ass wooden coaster there, Gwazi. That shit was fun, but it was also very scary.
Gwazi isn't there anymore, is it? I don't think it is.
Oh really?
Is it still in operation? I feel like it got taken down. I remember riding it. It was the big racing coaster. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was a big wooden. It was like the old style wooden one. So
yeah.
It looked like exactly like something you'd see in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, it was cool.
And it was the two racing ones. Yeah, it was a white and a red one, I think.
There was a good decade where people were trying to get really creative with like big ass wooden coasters, and they would end up just bombing. Fucking Son of Beast was a fucking nightmare.
Oh
that
yeah,
fucking
it's the
thing.
son of
God,
beans.
you watch the demolition of that fucking thing. It's hilarious. Like cut out a fucking piece at the bottom of the whole thing. Just
Yeah.
fucking man, they lost a lot of fucking money. So let's put a big ass loop on this coaster. Whoa.
The only like real roller coaster at Disney is Rock and Roller Coaster, which is at Hollywood Studios. But I'm pretty sure that the Aerosmith license is running out soon for that, so I wonder what they're gonna retheme that to. Because like right now it's like an Aerosmith ride. It's like you go in and there's like a video like Aerosmith and Steven Tyler with his 50-foot diameter mouth is there, and he's like, we're late to the show, guys. Hop on the limo. We gotta go. And it's like the cars are like limousines, like the roller coaster cars, and it's like, what are they gonna retheme this to? What's Aerosmith? Like people are probably walking in now, and they're like, who the fuck is Aerosmith?
Well, no, the music license stuff never works out. There was a whole fucking park that it was called Hard Rock Park. I went to it the 1 year it was open. Actually, the 1 year was technically called Hard Rock Park. It closed after 2 years. It was this whole park built in fucking near like Myrtle Beach or some shit in Carolina, and it was all like all the rides and stuff were themed. Like there was a Moody Blues ride, there was the big Led Zeppelin roller coaster and all that shit, and it would play a whole lot of Love by Zeppelin. So don't, and you would go down the hill. And it was cool.
Has a Rocky been there?
But the park, maybe. But the park fucking bombed. It's just tiny. There's not much there. It's so fucking expensive. And it was cute when we went, but like they did not retain it. And so the next year it wasn't even Hard Rock Park anymore. It got bought out by someone else, and then made no money. And then now it's just sitting there, just a fucking big cement block, just waste of fucking space.
Yeah, the only one that I think works is the one at Universal that they opened, Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster, and it's just a regular roller coaster. It has like your corkscrews, your loops, and your drops and shit. But you pick what song you want to listen to from their giant playlist. And they constantly update it. So that's it's not like a bunch of songs from that no one's ever fucking heard of from like 7 years ago or whatever.
Yo, can we? Aceuhh will ride. Aceuhh and I will ride, and we'll be like, "Can we play the Cabin of Remembrance theme, please?" Like, so we don't know what that is. Honestly, it's like we just start doing it ourselves. We're just like, okay, just mute the ride, and we're just gonna do it ourselves.
I was like, yo, you should just be able to like plug in your own shit. Like if you have like an iPhone or something, you should be able to plug that shit in and listen to that, dude.
Here's my 3rd gen iPod Nano, dude. Plug this shit in, dude. I got some 41 on this bitch.
Fucking listen to some fucking all killer no filler, dude.
Oh fuck. Shit. Oh god. We got that MCR on deck, dude.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, they still have the Mummy ride at Universal though. Like.
Oh, that's still there. Jeez.
That's they built a roller coaster for the Mummy. It's an indoor coaster, but so it doesn't go upside down, but it's still a pretty intense roller coaster.
Oh, I was thinking of that old flip ride, the thing where you're in the bar and like with all the people lined up and it spins and there's like a projector in the front and all this like mummy shit. That was an old
I mean,
that was like
that's like the beginning of the ride. It's a coaster, but it's like at the beginning you just go like slow and then you like go forward and it's like a dead end and like the Beatles falling out and you go backward.
That's a different ride then. Because I'm thinking of an old one.
But then that's like, oh, the Mummy took over the roller coaster, and then you like start going all wacky and shit, and then at the end there's a movie with Brendan Fraser. There's like a little movie that he plays as you get off the ride, and it's like people don't know who Brendan Fraser is or what the Mummy is anymore, especially since he rebooted it with Tom Cruise already.
No one liked it.
Yeah.
He's worked with the shit.
So I think that ride's probably on the chopping block too, if I had to guess. If they're making a Nintendo World and they got all this Harry Potter shit, I don't think that the Mummy with Brendan Fraser is gonna be around for much longer.
Hey, you gotta go and get the ride in before it's gone, dude. Fucking A.
It's not like Disney, where Disney has like timeless classics, and it's like, here's the Peter Pan ride. Okay, every child even nowadays watches Peter Pan. Like, here's Alice in Wonderland. Like,
yeah, they'll just.
Who the fuck is the Mummy? Yeah. Who the fuck is Aerosmith? Like, kids don't know who the fuck these people are.
They've been kind of smart about how they update certain things. I know a lot of people were having issues with when they updated the Pirates ride, but it was smart putting fucking Johnny Depp in there because that's what kids are gonna know.
A million times more realistic than any other animatronic.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, I know it's really funny.
It's so unsettling when because I've written that shit a million times, and they updated even more. They added like Davy Jones and shit to it as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there's like the ride is like almost like there's like some sections of the ride where it's like you go by Davy Jones and like Jack Sparrow, and the animatronics literally look real. Like it actually looks like Johnny Depp is standing there.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the ride is like the old ones back from the fucking 70s, and they're all fucking scuffed as shit. Like it's like one of them is like you pass under the bridge and he just has this big dirty foot hanging above your head, and I'm just like, why, dude? Like, Why is this shit like? It looks so out of place. Like if you're gonna update the ride, just update the whole thing.
Like they wouldn't.
But there's a lot of people that don't want them to update it. There's a lot of people who like, no, we want to keep it. Like we want to preserve it.
They want the nostalgia, which I can understand. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, parks just update themselves. Shit.
Yeah, they change with the times. Like,
it up.
I mean, Aerosmith's not gonna be there for. They already got rid of the Twilight Zone. They got rid of the Tower of Terror Twilight Zone.
It's gone?
Yeah, it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh no,
now.
That's right. I saw a video of that. It was cute. I was like,
even though they rebooted the Twilight Zone, which is what I thought was weird, because like Twilight Zone's back and like the guy from Key and Peele directs it or he hosts it. I don't know if he directs it, and then but it's not on. It's on CBS, and so. I don't know, but they got rid of the Twilight Zone, and they're like, "Yeah, this is a Guardian of the Galaxy theme ride now." And I was like, "All right, okay."
All right. Well.
That's what I wonder too. What's going to happen with Islands of Adventure's entire Marvel world, since Disney owns Marvel now?
I don't know. I don't know if they. I guess they probably just own a fuckload of that park or have some weird shared deal because like they can't just. Well,
for a while
they
could
could retheme. All of it.
Disney owned the rights. Like Disney bought Marvel, but Universal still owed the theme park rights to it for a couple of years. But I'm pretty sure that's over now. Because I mean, Disney already put Guardians of the Galaxy in their park, so obviously they are allowed to do it now. Yeah. So I wonder because like Universal has the Hulk, they have a Spider-Man ride, they have a Doctor Doom ride, like they have X-Men character meet and greets and Captain America meet and greets. So it's like. Their whole section of the park is just themed after Marvel comics. Like, when is Disney gonna come knocking and be like, "Hey, you better get rid of this shit," or "We want to put this in our parks now"? Like, how long until Disney? Well, I guess Spider-Man doesn't matter, does it? I mean, Disney doesn't own the movie rights, but do they own Marvel? So, like, do they own Spider-Man comic rights?
I don't know how all that.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. So confusing. They just own everything now. I don't know.
Yeah, they literally own everything.
Corporate overlords. Fucking A.
Fuck 'em.
I was gonna say before we hop off, since it's around the first of the month, I was gonna see because we have a lot of games coming out. Right now, I wanted to go over a couple things before we hop off, see if anyone's interested in what's coming out soon. Because as we know, Code Vein just dropped. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Exclusive Age S Definitive Edition just dropped for Switch, which is pretty cool.
That's a very next title.
Yeah, apparently that's doing super well. Excited to play that.
So like this is not the first time Dragon Quest XI has been released.
It's like the definitive edition. It's basically the original game, but on Switch with orchestral music and like tons of new fucking content. PS4 and Switch, or PS4 and PS4 and PC. This is the first time it's been on Switch. This is like the version to play. Let's see, and what have we got coming up? Because I know we have a lot of shit. Oh, the new Grid, which I don't know if anyone's interested in Grid Racing Series. I'm actually going to be playing that. Indivisible's finally coming out. October 8th.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was coming out. So that's coming out.
They still make Grid games? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, Grid games are fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with Forza 4 Horizon. You know, I'm not taking it super seriously, but it's fun to fuck around with in my downtime.
I love just having a casual race.
And there's like the open world one too, so you just drive around, drift around.
If anyone remembers that,
yeah, Indivisible's actually coming out. I didn't know about that.
I hope it's good. I remember I played last time I really saw much of it was when I played that old like demo they came out with when they put up the Kickstarter initially.
Yeah,
they're just like, here's an example of the game, and I was like, this is pretty cool, and I haven't seen anything from it since.
I'm excited. I mean, I think it looks good, and I heard that Shantae's playable character in it as well.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guest characters. I think Shantae's a guest.
So I want
Shovel
to see
Knight,
Shantae in that art style. Lay it on me, brother.
There's a bunch of
Lay it on me.
Lay it on me, Mike.
Oh, I think the chick from Transistor, I think is a character. I want to say, or I think Hyperlight Drifter's like all those.
Red?
People.
Yeah, I know. I think
so.
Hyperlight's in it.
I think she is.
Bro, I just want to see Shantae in that art style, dude. Yeah. Like, please, man.
If anyone remembers a game that was shown off during E3, that wacky game where you're like creating the monsters and the characters and everything on the walls, and you're like this boy running Concrete Genie.
Oh yeah,
that's coming out. I'm actually interested in that. That's coming out on the 8th. Trine 4. I didn't even know they were making another Trine. So they're making that. That's also coming out October 8th, and also October 8th, Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. Who cares?
That's the Donkey Kong ripoff, right?
That's it's like a level by level, like I think it's a side scroller. Yeah, I don't fuck with it.
It looks like a Donkey Kong Country ripoff instead of like Banjo-Kazooie ripoff.
Yeah. Later on in October, we got Overwatch for the Switch, dude. Hell yeah, and The Witcher 3 for the Switch. If you want to play the ugliest looking port ever made.
I guess if you have to play, the only way you can ever play The Witcher is on the Switch, then
I guess
that's your fault for putting yourself in that situation. Like, just get it on PC. Like, it's such a good fucking game.
There is a complete version of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth coming out for the PC and I believe Switch. Apparently that game is super fucking good. Those games always
look kind of interesting.
Apparently they're super fucking good. Apparently.
The turn-based RPGs.
I don't know.
Okay, shout outs to Charles. I miss you, buddy. I fucking miss your goddamn Cyber Sleuth and all
I watched him play Cyber Sleuth way back in the day. That bitch, that female main character was dummy thick too. I was like, what's going on in the Digimon world, dude? What is happening? What did I miss? I remember the idiots looking like fucking the tie with this giant ass hair and fucking their little children. What is this woman doing in the Digimon world, dude?
Yeah. Hey, well, I mean, so is Pokemon, dude. Hey, Olivia, hit me up.
Hey, those Pokemon Go default female avatars were pretty smoking, dude.
A lot of porn.
Dude, that's your avatar now in fucking Pokemon Masters.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I haven't played Master at all.
I just pulled Hilda first try. Get fucked, Sake.
I'm not fucking with gotchas as much as I want.
I got you, dude. I got you.
If they put remake May in it, then I'll download it and try to pull her. That's the only way I'm coming back.
All right, I'll let you know.
Well, what's weird is Mike Z just did a talk at GDC too about fighting games, and I'm like, aren't you working on a not fighting game? Why? Like,
he made Skullgirls, and he just
it's just a weird timing for me because like Indivisible's coming out like in like the next couple of weeks, but he's like, he had a lot of good shit to say.
He's knowledgeable enough. It doesn't mean
it was a super good talk. Obama watched it on stream. I was watching it there, and like,
that's cool.
He said a lot of shit that made sense, and like Obama was like, hey, as much as you might not like Mike Z because he's a dumbass on Twitter sometimes, he's got a lot of knowledge of the industry and he knows what he's talking about.
I should listen to that. But speaking of Pokemon, there's also Little Town Hero, which is also made by the Pokemon devs. I think it looks like garbage, but hey, if you're into that kind of game,
I remember seeing that.
Also, the complete edition of Traffic Strikes Again, No More Heroes, which is that weird little side game, and Ring Fit Adventure, the new Wii Fit thing where you can hold the ring. Apparently,
that's coming out this soon.
October 18th. So get your
Did
ring
they even tell us what the ring is yet?
I mean, they have information on there. You just put the Joy-Cons in there, and you could have all the exercises and shit. And
that's so weird.
Later in October, you got Legend of Heroes: Trials of Cold Steel 3, or Trails of Cold Steel, whatever.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog.
Cold Steel the Hedgehog 3 coming out. Medieval HD. Okay.
Oh yeah,
that's coming out.
Demo's out for that.
Yeah, they're not advertising it. No one fucking cares, so that's gonna bomb. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, if you care. Which I know a lot of people are actually really hyped for the single player campaign, so that's pretty cool. Price is a neat character. The Outer Worlds.
A lot of people are liking the multiplayer as well for that. Apparently, the beta.
I liked it. I liked it on console.
A lot of people excited.
I like the Modern Warfare beta on console. It's brighter for some reason. On PC, it's dark as shit for no fucking reason. It doesn't make any sense.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm excited to play the Outer Worlds. I've been thinking about like just firing up New Vegas recently and just doing a playthrough, but I'm just gonna wait for the Outer Worlds.
There is something actually it's coming out. I think the 29th. It's an indie game called After Party, whichever, if I remember right.
I remember seeing
where
that.
Basically you and a friend die and go to hell, and you're trying to basically like fuck with the devil and like gamble your way out and trying to get out. It looks really sick.
Yeah, fuck you.
They talked about that at the last PlayStation.
Yes.
What is it? State of Play? I think they call it.
Yeah, they mentioned that. I'm actually kind of excited about this. Disney classic games, Aladdin and The Lion King, the remastered compilation port. Hopefully it's a good port because I like both of those games a lot.
Well, the problem is I don't think they're porting the Genesis ones, and I think those are the better versions of the game.
I was curious if they would do multiple.
I think it's just the Super Nintendo ones for both of them.
That's okay.
And like Aladdin is like a completely different game on Super Nintendo and Genesis.
No, it definitely is. Harvest Moon, Mad Dash. I guess they're still making those. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Blitz HD. Of all the fucking HD games in the Monkey Ball series, you don't want to do 1 and 2 or Deluxe.
Well, they put up a poll recently. Did you see that?
Is that what they did, Banana Blitz?
They put up a poll that said, "Hey, would you like us to remake like 1 or 2, or some other one, or make an all new Monkey Ball game?" And people voted in the poll, and most people wanted a new game.
People are dumb.
I don't know if that poll determines what they're gonna do, but I think they just wanted to gauge what fans wanted.
That's fucking weird. Well, we got that. We got some ports. Resident Evil 5 and 6 coming to the Switch. If you care about that. Yakuza 4 is the PS4 remaster is coming out 29th. I believe 3 is already out, so those are coming out in succession. Luigi's Mansion 3 on the 31st. Fucking yes, that's gonna be fun.
Do you think it looks good?
I think it looks fantastic.
Really?
They're doing way more with like the environments and like the variety in the game. Like they're doing way more than I expected. Like lots of fun. It's really fucking cool. I
haven't seen much on it, but like Dark Moon I hated. Like I
didn't
Dark
care
Moon
for Dark
terrible.
Moon, but it's like by default it's on 3DS and it already sucks. But yeah,
yeah.
Like, this one's looking like the real sequel. I
was also very disappointed that they chose to put the remake of the first one on the 3DS and not the Switch.
And it looks terrible. It's like
does it?
3DS visuals just do not do any of those kind of games justice, man. It's a fucking like games on that system are fucking ugly to me.
I'm kind of interested in 3. If it looks good, I'll play it. And it has online multiplayer as well. Like you can play with your friends and shit.
Every time they show it at Directs, it looks just better and better and better. I would highly recommend you look at a couple of those and get a feel for it. And then let's see what else kind of just a few more kind of hitting this year. Just Dance 2020.
They're still making that shit.
They're still making them, dude. Death Stranding on November 8th.
Oh yeah, that's coming out so soon.
I'm ready for Kojima's Wild Ride.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what it's gonna be. I really think that he literally was just showing nothing just to show something.
I hope
because he had to.
I hope he pulls a Brutal Legend where he advertises the game at being one thing and then halfway through it just turns into a fucking like a race. Like it just turns like Brutal Legend started off as a really cool hack and slash action game and then it became a fucking awful like RTS hybrid.
Yeah,
I love that game for a lot of ways, but then like the main core of that game was not advertised properly, and I did not enjoy that at all. But if Death Stranding just becomes a kart racer out of nowhere, I'd be fine with that. You use the babies to power your little kart engine, it'd be pretty sweet. Need for Speed Heats. I don't know if anyone gives a fuck about the modern Need for Speeds. I certainly don't.
Can you even compete with Forza anymore? No.
Well, Need for Speed doesn't know what it wants to be because for a bit it was trying to do when it did the reboot, it was trying to be kind of Burnout, but not.
I mean, look at the trailer for Heat, and you're like, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah, it's like
a mix of Most Wanted running from cops, and then they're racing in tracks like Shift, and then they're back on. It's like, what is it? Is it a track racer or are you running from cops? Like you can't mix the two of them.
They haven't had an identity with that series in a long time. But Forza has. November, Pokemon Sword and Shield, the 15th. Also, November 15th, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'll be playing that.
Oh, I forgot that's coming out this year. I'm actually interested in that.
I'm interested in that. I want to give it a shot.
Star Souls.
We'll see. Shenmue 3, November 19th. That's wacky. So that's coming out.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Holy shit.
November 22nd, Doom Eternal.
I always forget that that's not out because we've been hearing about it for so long. I'm like, that shit had to have came out like a year ago.
I need to play the latest
2016. Doom. It's really fucking good, man.
People say it's
I would. I think it's fun. I think it's fun as fuck. And the new one's even better. Why? Because it has a fucking grappling hook. Every game is better with a grappling hook.
One's Dying Light 2. That is a grappling hook.
It does have a grappling hook?
Dying Light 1 did, so I'm assuming 2 better.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dying Light 1 literally is like a mediocre game, and then you get the grappling hook, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the game, you get the grappling hook, and then it's like it's just so fun to just traverse around in the open world with the grappling hook.
That's cool. I need to give that a shot then. Life is Strange 2
yeah,
episode 5, December 3rd. Coming up.
I'm pretty sure the guy that wrote, someone big is writing this, like famous is writing the story for Dying Light 2. I think it was the person that wrote Fallout New Vegas or something. Or he used to work on Fallout.
Well, shit. That's neat.
Hey, I got a question. When are they gonna make a game that's like sort of like Crackdown, where the most fun of
Crackdown
the game?
3.
No. The most fun of the game is just getting the agility tokens.
Yeah.
It's just jumping
First
around.
thing, yep.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I did every time. I love, dude. That game, that was such a surprise when I bought it, because I bought it to play the Halo 3.
Everyone bought it to play the Halo 3 beta.
But then Crackdown 1 ended up being a fun ass fucking game, dude.
And then people played it because the Halo 3 beta was down, and they just look at the menu like I did. Yeah. And they're like, I'm just gonna play this stupid fucking game. Whatever, it's not Halo. And then you get one agility token, and you're like, holy shit.
This is fun.
Whoa. I could jump from building to building. Whoa.
Fucking sick, dude.
Is Agents of Mayhem actually fun though? That's from the people that made Saints Row, isn't it?
Agents of Mayhem. I don't think I heard good things about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, Crackdown 1, I love just running around and do the agility token shit. That was so fun. It's in the universe of Saints Row.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's in the universe. Oh, I didn't even know that. What I do know is that early next year, from January to March, it's fucking packed. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Fire Emblem Port, Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection, getting that. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Yakuza 5 Port, The Last of Us Part 2 if you give a fuck about that, Gods and Monsters, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Watch Dogs Legion, which actually looks pretty good. Actually, I kind of want to play it.
Yeah, it actually looks kind of interesting.
Animal Crossing New Horizons, Cyberpunk 2077, and Marvel's The Avengers. Who fucking cares about that one?
Yeah,
January to April is stacked.
There's a lot of big games that people have been waiting a lot. Like Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Like that alone is just
a month apart.
They're like, people have been waiting years and years for this shit, and now they're both coming out a month apart from each other.
That's how it was when in early 2017, dude. So many games got delayed, and like everything was jam packed, and we got like FF15 and Automata coming out within like a month and a half of each other, and all this other crazy shit coming out.
Little did we know about FF15.
Yeah. I mean, it was a big deal, you know. Yeah, man. Games are fucking looking stacked.
There's a lot coming out. I'm excited to play. I want to play Crystal Chronicles online, dude.
I'm actually looking forward to that. A lot of people think I'm fucking nuts, but I actually enjoyed it when I was
I've never got to play multiplayer because I didn't have anyone who the fucking Game Boy plug-in thing for the GameCube.
It was me and my sister and her boyfriend at the time, and then her boyfriend's friend Chase. We were able to get it all set up. We fucked up though because we went to GameStop one day to get an extra Game Boy because we needed one, and we thought and like the cheapest one you could get was the GBA Micro. And I was like, all right, yeah, we'll get that. And it wasn't compatible. Didn't have the port. So we fucked up. So we got that one. But we had a friend that let us borrow one. So we were fine. But yeah, no, we had all the cables and the hookups and everything. We played it legit, dude. It was fun, except if you had to be the person carrying around the fucking thing. And then you were the
why couldn't they just make it controller compatible?
I don't know, because they had to sell link cables, and you know it was a gimmick.
I was so upset. I was like, yo, I could finally because none of my friends were into JRPGs or Final Fantasies growing up. They were all like playing whatever the fuck wasn't that. Like,
yeah,
it's like, hey, Xbox and PS2 games, awesome. And then I was like, okay, finally a multiplayer Final Fantasy games coming out. I can get them all to play with me, and maybe they'll get into the JRPGs and shit. And then I was like,
nah, you need 4 Game Boys,
fucking cable with the Game Boy thing. And I was like, oh, I ain't got none of that.
But when you get it working, you're able to look, like at the time, you look down, you see all your stats on the screen. I'm like, whoa, dude, this is like the fucking future. And then the Wii U came out, and you're like, man, this was a bad idea. Look at the gamepad. No.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to this shit. Cyberpunk.
They're getting Cyberpunk for free? What the fuck?
Who's getting Cyberpunk?
Wasn't there a thing during the Steam summer sale where Steam was giving away wishlist items and people got Cyberpunk for free? I have no idea.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. We gotta do something about that.
We gotta do something about
that. We gotta stop masturbating.
Oh, man.
We gotta stop masturbating. We gotta stop everyone.
Bro, we gotta stop masturbating.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. About wraps it up.
Hey, fucking wrap us up, Dak.
If you enjoyed the stream, I know you did, you're at twitch.tv/dinner with the boys. That is indeed twitch.tv/dinner with the boys. You can catch us every Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. I always forget that. Please come all the time. Thank you. If you enjoyed the stream and if you're new here, please follow. Please, I beg you. I need it for my clout. If you would like to subscribe, please also do that. I can't afford my Totino's pizza rolls without it. That's the fun. That's where it goes.
If only they would sponsor the show.
If only they would sponsor us, but they'll get mad if I tweet them too much. So I don't want to get sued. If you would like to check us out, if you'd like to check us out on Twitter for any updates on upcoming VODs or upcoming streams or anything like that, then you can go on Twitter and with Dinner WTB. That's Dinner WTB. You can also send us in questions before the next cast or during it or whenever, just whenever we get to the question and answer period, by tweeting out hashtag DWTB side order, DWTB side order. Tweet it out with the hashtag, type whatever bullshit you want, and we will answer it, or maybe we won't. Maybe we don't like you. I don't really care. You're not my fucking employer. If you would like to keep up to date with any VODs, because Twitch doesn't know how to save them properly, you can scroll down on this Twitch page below into the profile section, click that handy little YouTube link, and you will have all the VODs up there. I apologize again. Apparently, I thought the last VOD got uploaded, and I was double checking stuff today, and apparently it just wasn't there. I don't know. YouTube does wacky shit sometimes. It wasn't there. I was like, okay. So that's up now. I will try to be a little more prompt about that. Hopefully, I'll triple check the next day. So you can check all that out there. You can also find us on good old Discord. You can also scroll down the Twitch page here at twitch.tv/NerdOfTheBoys. That is twitch.tv/NerdOfTheBoys. And scroll down below, hit that handy little Discord link, or go in the chat, type !Discord, and you'll get a handy little link to our Discord channel. Please post your food that you are eating so I can look at it and judge you accordingly, and also go into the Not Safe for Work channel and post various lewds, and I will also judge you very accordingly. You will know firsthand if I like you or not based on if you get a DM of me doing this. You will know. Only 3 people have gotten that. I'm not going to say who. Let's see. Anything else?
I've gotten it. I've gotten a thumb up.
He hasn't. It's only
Hell yes, I have. Shut
Dax hates Trigger, but shoutouts to Promare because I want to dick down that lady-looking boy from it because everyone's been posting art of it.
Can't even enjoy it. I wish I could, but I can't.
I haven't seen the movie, so it doesn't matter to me.
I did not like it, so I can't enjoy it. But I'm a cynical bitch, and I don't like fun, so that's that. Me and BB are over in the not fun corner. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you already know, brother. Hey,
no fun allowed, robot side.
Hey, I don't like fun things. Hey, man.
I mean, I am playing Kingdom Hearts 3 right now, though, so maybe I'm starting to have this whole fun thing. I don't know.
Wacky, dude.
Weird.
Wacky. Next thing you're gonna load up Dream
Stop
Drop.
lying.
Next thing you're gonna Dream Drop and be like, hey,
No.
Aceuhh, you want to be a Godfather? Yeah, you go for it, buddy.
You know,
See, that's
level 1
fun for
Dream
me.
Drop ain't that bad.
It's like, ooh.
It sure ain't bad when Ace is playing it for me.
I'm gonna message Chesh when I hear that and be like, is BB on rocks? Is BB on rocks? Is BB?
They got that 100 million early, dude.
BB watched that Dave Chappelle episode again with Wayne Brady, and he was like, maybe Angel does sound pretty good. It's like, I want to get wet. I want to get wet. Like
Asa, you're making me uncomfortable. You're making me think you're gonna snitch. Now, you're not gonna snitch, are you?
Man. Ain't no snitch, man. It's your boy. It's your boy. Come on, man. Snitch on you, man. It's your boy. Come on, man. It's your boy. Hey, black actors, man. It's your boy, Asa Grindle, bro. It's your boy.
All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I gotta get some money, man. I ain't got no cash, man. I gotta go to an ATM.
I'll get some money.
Oh, God. I really want to record just a whole reenactment.
That's
Really
so
great.
fucking good, dude. That's such a good fucking episode.
God,
Raquel?
This is an
Raquel?
option. If you do not smoke this, we're gonna have a problem.
I feel lonely.
Mr. Franklin's lonely. I don't know. Is Bloody Biscuits gonna have to choke a bitch? I'm not violent. I tried not to be.
Fuck. We'll reenact this at a GDQ one year. Oh, my God.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so down.
I want to dress up as one of the hosts. me and Shib are gonna walk up. Great.
Hoes,
Well, Michael Goldfish will be the one dressed up that you bitch at.
Sorry, Daddy. Thank you, Dave Chappelle. I like your show.
Run, bitch! Run for your life! Run, bitch! Run for your life!
Run, bitch! Run, get some help.
That's because she's never gonna know about it, bitch. What the fuck?
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here before we spam y'all with Dave Chappelle quotes for the next hour and a half, because we will, if given the opportunity.
We will.
But thank you all for coming out as always, and take care, guys. Peace out.